That being
we
said,
didn't know.
Hey.
We just realized. All right, well, welcome everyone. We are here for the watch party of the Blindfold chess match between number 1 and number 2 in the world, Hikaru Nakamura and Magnus Carlsen. And right now we're watching them at a kind of press conference thing before the event, David.
Yeah.
I find that for myself, when I
nothing
get
special so far. I don't think we've missed much.
No, okay.
But yeah, it's nice to see Levy as well. I think he'll be commentating later on the event. We're just going to be chilling out, watching the show.
Yeah. I'm very excited because I feel like blindfold chess is something that the players are obviously very good at, but they're usually doing it like to demonstrate their strength against weaker opponents. They can play against several people at the same time if they want. And it's very rare that we get to see like a blindfold match between super top players.
Yeah, I just really hope it's not a 14-move draw.
Okay, yeah, that would be disappointing.
I want it to be like the good old days, the 19th century, when there were these blindfold matches, like really romantic chess and King's Gambit, something a bit spectacular. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we can hear. We're hearing Levy answer something right now.
People want to listen to the press conference.
Okay, sorry about that.
They're telling us to shut up. Okay, let's listen to Levy.
They say, those who can't do, they teach. So for the last, 10 years, I was a chess teacher, and the last 6 years, obviously,
that is brutal.
Written in the history books for how much chess has exploded, especially online. So, I tilt every 3 days when I play on my phone. So,
okay, can you guys at home hear Levy?
Not see me insulting
Let us know in the chat.
We can hear them.
It in my head. So.
Good to keep that buffer between the thought and the action, right? And so, Levy, if chess didn't exist, where do you think that competitive obsession would have gone instead?
If chess didn't exist at all?
Yeah, do you think it's a drive that has brought you to the level that you are? And would that drive have driven you to other areas if chess wasn't there?
I would be an incredible checkers player. Probably the best in the world.
5 in a row. Yeah.
No, I don't know. I would like to think I would have found...
We can hear.
Every chess player ultimately ends up playing poker. Because it's actually, to be my level in poker, you make way more money competing. Like you win tournaments, or playing cash games. I know a lot of
they haven't started yet.
Stopped chess at around the master level and became even better poker players. I would have
agree
had
with
some
Levy?
career probably.
Every chess player becomes a poker player.
But once I realized that
kind of,
I could teach chess,
I feel like not that many chess players are playing other board games, so it's more like strategy games. I feel like that's a typical misconception. I wouldn't compare chess to checkers, kind of. I feel like they're not necessarily the same, but poker maybe more, and bridge.
I don't know, some other activity to channel all of my.
I think chess players only go to poker if they need the money.
Probably would have been okay. I would have been less famous though, so.
And Hikaru, I want to ask you the same question I asked Magnus a few months ago during our next Valletta show. We talked about where this kind of drive comes from. Let's say that it's not like you are 1 in a million in something. It's literally 1 in 100 million or 1 in a billion even to get to the level where you are today. What does it take, do you think, to get to the level that you are at in anything competitive?
Yeah, so I think there's the famous saying from Malcolm Gladwell, which is, to become an expert in anything, you have to spend 10,000 hours. I think in order to reach the very top in any given field that's competitive, it's more like you have to spend every waking hour on it for many, many years. And so with chess, I think the most important thing is when I was younger, I really just loved the game, and I could spend hours and hours studying or playing chess online. It has to be a complete obsession with the game of chess in order to get to, I would say, the top 20 or 30 in the world. To get to the top, let's just say top 5, you have to have that drive, you have to have that obsession. I think also you have to have this very strong mental will of believing that you can be better than everybody else and just having that delusion essentially for your whole life. I think if you have some combination of all those things, it's possible, but still, you also have to get lucky. And I think for myself, I was very lucky that I come from a family of chess players. My stepfather and my brother both played before I got into the game. Without that bit of luck, it wouldn't have happened. So I think you have to have all these special skills, but then also there's the luck factor. And if you get all of that, you can be the unicorn.
And maybe sacrifice is a big part of getting to that level as well?
I mean, sacrifice, yeah, whether it's parents being willing to make sacrifice or in a sense sacrificing certain parts of a childhood or certain parts of, having social interactions, it can be a thing. So I don't look at it as sacrifice necessarily, but there are trade-offs for sure. Brilliant.
As a final question to the panel today, I wanted just to ask you guys what is the goal of the year ahead, or perhaps the years ahead. So Magnus, is there anything particular? You obviously won most things there is to win in this world. What drives you and what goals do you have in front of you?
Honestly, I try and live in the now. So I will illustrate by there was an award during the Chess Olympiad in 2024, late 2024, where they had an award for the best player of the last 100 years, and well, they gave it to me, which I didn't necessarily agree with, but regardless, what I was mainly focused on was that we were still in Norway was playing Vietnam that day, and the match was not finished, and I was much more interested in following what was going on there and who we would play the next day. So I love playing, I love the game. And to me, that is enough motivation in itself, in terms of chess. Otherwise, I just was watching on my phone before we came here that my son is getting closer and closer to starting to crawl, so I will be monitoring. That will be my next goal, kind of. But yeah, I'm not necessarily driven by goals. I just love playing.
Brilliant. And Chris, maybe on the BetBuy side of things, what's the year ahead? What does it look like for you and BetBuy?
Well, our goal is simple. We want to make our sportsbook the obvious choice for all the operators globally, and I think we have covered a long way already.
All right, welcome everyone. For anyone who's joining right now, we are waiting for the Blindfold chess match between world number 1 and number 2, Magnus Carlsen and Hikaru Nakamura. They're playing a Blindfold match. This is in Barcelona, and we're watching the final questions of their little fireside chat before they're getting started. So we're gonna be watching the game in not many minutes. Is what we
like
believe.
the bigger whole chess ecosystem.
What we hope.
I think for probably the last
it's nice hearing these guys, but we want chess.
Sort of, and there is going to be Title Tuesday later today. I see we get a question about that in the chat, but that's going to start at 4:45, so in a couple of hours. So this is just an extra thing that we get to watch today, and it is exclusively here. So it's going to be fun because we don't watch blind chess at the top level very often.
I also look forward to winning the candidates tournament. No.
We won't be blindfolded, just the players.
I have a very different, obviously, approach with chess. Not just the channel and the brand. In 2026, I have 2 more books coming out.
We had to introduce
several
what this
large
is.
events that are taking place, like the Esports World Cup. We'll see if I'm there on the ground. Last year, for the first time in my life, I had FOMO not being at a chess event. Like the first day I didn't go, and it was on the television, and it just looked fantastic, which we will talk about more in the fireside chat. I really kind of regretted it. I should have set aside time. I should have figured something out. But it's so comfortable to just watch chess at home. I mean, it looks great on TV as well. And other than that, it's maybe not as big of a public thing for me, but I do have my own startup. Like, it's an educational platform, and I have a team of 7-8 people, and we're trying to build some amazing features, make chess easier to learn for people. So yeah, my schedule is full, whether it's content, whether it's covering the top tournaments, or putting out the books, doing another Europe tour, which was so great last year. So yeah, every couple months there's something to look forward to, and yeah, I'm looking forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever together here, BetBuy has brought together Magnus Carlsen, Hikaru Nakamura, and Levi Rødsmoen, Gotham Chess, and Chris Michaelopoulos. I'm Pierre Lind. Thank you so much, everyone. Next up, we welcome the hype woman of the day, Jennifer, back on stage. A lot more things about to happen here between the guys, so I'll leave it over to you, Jennifer.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Magnus, Hikaru, Levi. Now, I would like to invite the media today up here.
Okay, more questions.
Sita is here.
Sorry?
We haven't missed much at home.
Sita?
Don't worry, everyone. You haven't missed anything.
Come up here for the media questions.
Just some chat.
All right, Gablin Insider.
Who do you think is going to win more, Magnus or Hikaru? Who looks more focused?
G3.
I would say Hikaru looks more focused, but I still think Magnus is going to win. But
G3 is here.
They're both very good at... I mean, Hikaru...
Leah from Next.
He kind of just envisions the games. Like when he's talking about chess, he's kind of speaking as if he's playing blind.
Yeah,
well, you guys missed the opportunity.
A little bit behind on time. We're just doing very quick meeting.
Okay, once again, Sita,
Rotating.
Gablin
Anna.
Insider,
I love Anna
G3,
talking to the
Leah
players.
from Next.
Just said something about a quick meeting.
He said they're running behind schedule. I think they started like 45 minutes late.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of questions about when this is starting. And the honest answer is we don't really know.
Yeah.
But that's the fun of a watch party.
Well, okay, the media missed the opportunity. We'll proceed. We have now very
I don't think they know.
exclusive
Media
and
didn't turn up.
relaxed conversation between our 3 stars.
How many chess players does it take to arrange a fireside chat?
Sit in the middle, but you're like MC, right?
Sure, yeah.
Why are they commentating this? It's not even necessary. We are reading chat on YouTube and Twitch, by the way.
Yeah,
so
yeah. We are hearing all of your...
All right, so now we
We
proceed
will-
with the fireside
we will
chat
stop talking when
between
the players
Levi
talk,
Rødsmoen,
don't worry.
Hikaru Nakamura, and Magnus Carlsen. Led by Levi, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, poor media never showed up. Hi, guys. How are you?
Yeah, good to be here.
Yeah, the first ever live podcast of the 3 strongest chess players in the world, huh? Yeah?
That's one way of classifying it.
We actually discussed how to start this conversation, and we all agreed that Hikaru and I will be apologizing to everybody on behalf of the United States. We are not in talks to take Greenland. That's not... Magnus, you had some thoughts about that yesterday?
It's funny that I was looking over there. I don't know what platform that is, but there was North America, like United States, Canada, and Greenland. Maybe there was something else there, but it must be a sign. So...
Yeah, it was...
No comment.
It's a bit strange. Sometimes you travel to Europe as an American, and at the same time, some strange things are happening. So please, I'm sorry about the whole situation. We'll start on a positive note. Obviously, the last, let's say, 6.5 years have changed chess quite a bit. So Hikaru, when you think back to let's
that's
say,
the one, by the way.
Yeah. The map just ends.
Yeah.
Hikaru, when you think back to 2018, 2019, it was a very different time. What has changed the most for you?
Yeah, so I think the big differences in 2018 and 2019, my only focus was on my chess career, basically trying to stay in the top 10 in the world and or compete in the candidates tournament and have a chance to play the World Championship. But starting, I would say, in 2019, I focused a little bit more on content creation. When I was playing top-level tournaments and there were rest days, I would stream when it was possible or make recaps from the US Championship, for example. And then in 2020, when the pandemic struck, I kind of would say I had positioned myself to where chess went online completely. Everybody was stuck at home, and from then on, I mean, content creation, whether it's making videos on YouTube, whether it's live streaming, has been my main focus. And if I look back to 2018, 2019, I never could have imagined that the whole chess boom online would be what it is today, but I think that the chess world is much better off because of it.
Magnus,
I'm glad they're not talking about politics anymore.
Slightly different for you, obviously, because you were the world number one, are the world number one, but how has the world changed maybe for you in the last 7 years with brand activations or opportunities?
Yeah, of course, I've definitely felt the change. I get recognized a lot more. So in that sense, it's a little bit of a negative. Like there's a loss of privacy, I think, for everybody. But you can just see how chess, more people started following chess. That was the first thing during the pandemic, but I think it was even more noticeable late 2022 and early 2023 when, well, because of you guys and others, chess just seemed to show up in everybody's algorithms.
Levy
And
made
that
Magnus move things,
was
and
an
Magnus made
even
Levy move
bigger change because everybody's already at that point were they were all doom scrolling, and then all of a sudden chess was showing up, and all of a sudden everybody knew about this one guy who was appeared 2.5 minutes late for his blitz game and so on. So things have certainly changed. And to touch on Hikaru's point earlier on as well, the pandemic really changed the chess world from being solely focused on classical chess and mainly the path to the World Championship. Now it's a little bit
people talking about
more
more
kind of diverse, because back then there were certain events. There was the Speed Chess Championship, which I think both of us certainly cared about, and there were a few Rapid and Blitz tournaments within the Grand Chess Tour, but really you made your name in classical tournaments, and that was it. The whole chess world really revolved around fragmented classical tournaments plus the World Championship, and chess fans, whom there were much fewer of, and more kind of legacy ones, that's all they cared about as well. Whereas now there's a creator space that didn't exist back then, and yeah, it's just very different.
I'll also just give people my context of the last 7 years and some numbers. So chess basically had 3 inflection points, the first being Queen's Gambit, which was on Netflix, obviously seen in some 100+ million households. That was the first time that, as a, person locked inside their house in 2020, the days we all remember, you had to become a hybrid chess teacher. You were teaching kids on Zoom, and they were also doing school on Zoom, which was just insane. And then when the Queen's Gambit came out, your videos would be recommended in the sidebar, and in a 48-hour window, you would see your content go from 80,000 views to 1 million, simply from, this is a trailer for Queen's Gambit on Netflix, and here is how to play the Queen's Gambit, which was my video from 3 months before that. I had no idea that was going to be, I'm dressed in a crown. Like, I don't think the thumbnail has even changed if you literally look it up now. It's just, it's a terrible thumbnail, and that video, kind of kicked the whole thing off. And then the second inflection was, I will not ask too much about this, but it was the Magnus Carlsen Hans Niemann, September 4th, 2022. That was another big inflection point. But then January 2023, there was an explosion of short-form content. So like you said, doom scrolling. It went from, how do you educate somebody for 30 seconds in chess to play an opening? Well, it turns out it's possible. I mean, you scroll, you learn how to play some Gambit, you go to chess.com, you lose, you go back to YouTube, you keep learning, and I remember it took me 18 months to go from 1 to 2 million subscribers, and it took me 40 days to go from 2 to 3. Like, the viewership January 2023 was unbelievable. I think that month all my content had 300 million views, which is roughly the size of the US, which is mind-blowing. And this is sort of what we've relied on. I mean, generally, if Magnus slams the table, 200 million people suddenly care about chess for the week.
Hikaru throws a king.
But we sometimes struggle, and by we, I mean it's not even clear, right? Like, exactly who in chess is the ultimate event. We have a lot of scattered tournaments, and we'll talk about that. That was going to be my next question. You've been world #1 for, some 15 years at this point. At which point, and this is unique to chess, I feel, where a player can sort of be consulted and you talk to the International Federation about the format. When did you start having like a seat at the table to maybe shape the format or decide what the World Championship should look like?
Well, I kind of had my opinions from an early age. Specifically, I thought that the privilege of a rematch for not a rematch, but of earning a match for the world champion was always going to be wrong. That there's always one person seeded into the final. So that was kind of the first thing that I that I wanted to change. there's been so many discussions about that in the past, but sports is about a couple of different things. Like you want there to be excitement. You want it to be likely that the better team or better player is going to win, but you want there to be serious doubts about the outcome in most cases. And it seemed to me that the way the World Championship was being played, especially, there was a little bit too much randomness for the prestige that this title had. So I think if you were to have more frequent tournaments or a knockout format, for instance, then it would be more like, well, you crown a new champion every year, and the title doesn't mean as much. Whereas if you want the title to mean as much as it was supposed to mean for chess players, then you need more games, different time controls, and so on. But in terms of seat at the table, I don't feel like I've ever gotten a lot of support from the chess community at large or from the federation for my views. So my position has mainly been that I was always going to step away at some point and then kind of let it be.
I've always said that in the last 6 years, even though there's been such a big hype around chess and so many people getting into it as we see here, and not just here, chess is probably the second largest participated in activity in the world outside of football, soccer. But why have we not capitalized? It's a conference on innovation, so I'll throw you this question, because you have the unique experience of doing content creation full-time and kind of playing chess full-time, and sort of joking that you're a streamer and you don't necessarily, have as much pressure with some of the stuff like the candidates, but why has chess not successfully captured such a massive global audience?
Yeah, so I think everyone's aware of the fact that the numbers vary, but I would say something like 300-400 million people at least play chess around the world. And when you look at that number, I think that football, since we're in Europe, it's the only sport that has a bigger following. I think the big issues with chess are the fact that it's very hard to monetize the game. It's a game that is basically free in the sense that you have to buy a chessboard in pieces if you want to play in person, or you can go online and play the game, and you don't really have to spend any money whatsoever. And I think that when we look at a lot of the major sports, there are things like merchandise, and there's a following around teams and around specific players. And it's very difficult because in chess we have a governing body that I think doesn't really care about the players specifically. They really only care about keeping the organization running. That, of course, would be FIDE. And unless we have ways of like creating bigger fan bases and having ways of selling merch or selling chess sets that are branded, it's very unlikely, I think, that we can necessarily make chess a game that has a big commercial that becomes a big commercial success. But I do hope that I'm proven wrong and that my views are just not the best.
It was a matter of time before they started complaining about FIDE.
Last year in July we had the Esports World Cup. We've talked a lot about it. But you never know who out there as a chess follower is following casually, doesn't quite maybe understand like how big of an opportunity something can be in the world of chess. So just how important is the Esports World Cup for chess, having chess included along with all of the other games? And you told me you've attended mobile games where it's like ridiculous how the players are playing, but it's a completely packed house. So what were your experiences at Esports World Cup last year, and are you optimistic about where it can go in the future?
Yeah, I thought the whole thing was utterly fascinating. Not only the chess part, but everything that's going on. It was a completely new world to me, but I think it just shows the possibilities that there are. So what happened there was there were a few crucial steps that were being taken. First of all, you simplify the time control. Sounds obvious, right? But this has been talked about for years. I've had discussions with FIDE, the International Chess Federation, for the World Championship, for instance. Like they used to want to have this time control where you have an hour 40 for the first 40 moves, but you have an increment at 50 minutes, and so on. And the point is, for an audience, you generally have to show them that there cannot be like time added. If you run out of time, you run out of time, right? So that's one of the things that was kind of obvious, but just remove the increment. When you play online events as well, on a computer, it makes it easier. Pieces are not going to fly in time trouble, so you can easily play without increment. And it added,
I missed the good old days.
Without like a lot of cost, it added an extra element of intrigue, whether people would be able to play their moves on time. The production was better. First of all, the final matches were staggered, which is an obvious step, but because of time constraints and other things, it's not always been done in the chess world. But in other esports, like you wouldn't have two semifinal matches going on at the same time, because people are fans of different players, different teams. They don't want to miss out. And the production as well, the way they presented everything. I don't know exactly what they did. It can still be improved, but it was very, very exciting. And also, I think there's a room for having live audience like you did there. Allow people, because I don't believe that chess fans have no desire whatsoever to be loud when the bar reacts to something, when their favorite player makes a brilliant move or a blunder. I think they want to react. So the first edition, I think, was tremendously exciting, and that was without a lot of hype before. Now we have a year of people knowing that even a lot of skeptics, they found this to be the closest that chess has ever been to a proper sporting experience, a proper fan experience. And now with a year of building up, I'm really excited to see what can happen.
Hikaru, I don't know, you also have some thoughts, because you were there, obviously?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Esports World Cup was a step in the right direction. I think one of the big problems as well with chess is that there's very little engagement. So when you have fans show up to watch a match, generally they watch a game, you see it finish, there's no engagement, there's nothing to get excited about. And I think when you look on the technological front, having things like the evaluation bar, having time running down are very important. When you compare chess to a traditional sport, if you look at football, I mean, okay, there's the added time, obviously, but you know exactly what the situation is. And with chess, up until quite recently, it was very common to have added time after every single move. And so if you're a fan, you know very little about the game, and you see someone make a move with 1 second, and they get 10 seconds or 30 seconds, and they can build up the time, it really kills the dramatic effect. So I think the lack of adding time is very important. I think having the evaluation bar also plays a very big role.
I was going to say commentators.
You know, for the Esports World Cup, I think it was very natural for players to wear headphones. You're playing on a computer. It's what everyone's used to doing at home. So it was a very seamless sort of fit. I think with over-the-board games or tournaments where you're using physical pieces on a board, it's much harder to do that because obviously wearing headphones isn't natural. You listening to music isn't natural. So that made the esports event very, very exciting. And I think that if you try to build upon that, if there are future events like, say, a DreamHack, which I think Chess.com is planning in the future, it's a great opportunity to have these in-person events where you can have a lot of fans showing up. The players won't hear anything, and you really have this integration that I think could make chess very big, and it can be much more like an esport, which I think is really the path forward if we want chess to grow in a way where fans follow it more than just the hardcore chess audience, which is effectively the top 0.1% of fans. The 99% of fans are probably 1,000 rating or lower, and we really need to try to appeal to that audience without, of course, sacrificing integrity. But esports and online events, I think, are the only path to really have that integration between the casual fan and top-level events.
Do you agree, chat? Are you 1,000 or lower?
Because I don't know what distribution we have here of people who follow chess very closely versus people who might have gotten into the game, know some big names, watch some YouTube, and that's kind of it. Yeah, watching chess is difficult. It's a difficult thing to watch. You can, even for me, like I can take my dog on a walk and I can listen in my ear what the commentators are saying and vaguely imagine the position.
Finally.
Vaguely imagine the position in my head. But even when you watch the whole thing, as a casual fan, it's extremely complicated because, okay, you have the bar, fantastic, it says 0.6. What the hell is 0.6? I mean, in any other sport, you turn it on the TV, it can be literally anything. It's like, oh, that person's winning. Okay, and I kind of watch, I sort of get how you score some points, and within 5 minutes, I have a very surface level understanding of how the sport works. Chess is completely not the same. I mean, if a person makes a move and both sides have 70 minutes remaining on the clock, you then have to explain the consequences of this decision. So there is a lot of innovation from the production standpoint of chess. And maybe, you see all these really complicated stats now in football and also in American football because you have Amazon partnering, you have all these, complicated tech companies and they show all the hot spots and all this stuff. It's very fascinating. I think one interesting point for the crowd would be the following, and I just thought of this. As we are sitting here now, the Wimbledon of chess is happening, right? Like, that's what they call it. This tournament in the Netherlands, there's a bunch of very, very strong players playing. You both have played many times. When people think Wimbledon of chess, you think the best players in the world are all going to play. You think it's a very prestigious tournament. You think there's enough on the line. It's clearly part of something very important. It's one of the 4 major tournaments of the year. So can I ask you, why are you not playing? Not because you should play, but just in case it gives people perspective on how different it all is at the top level, right? Like, why are people playing there and why are you here?
They're going to say they don't like classics.
You can start.
Sure. So for myself, I think it's a very unique situation. I have to balance content creation alongside trying to play chess professionally. And for me, at this stage of my career, and in a way similar to Magnus, there are only a handful of things from a professional standpoint that well, I guess Magnus has accomplished all these things, but that I haven't accomplished. So for me, the only thing that really holds value as far as classical chess goes, the slow form, is trying to get to the candidates or win the world championship. That's my only interest. Otherwise, I'd rather just go and create content all day long, every day. And that's the main reason that I'm not playing this the Wimbledon of chess, as they call it, which is of course this Tata Steel tournament in the Netherlands. And having played it as well, it's a very long tournament. You stay 3 weeks in one location, and just doesn't really have much appeal to me. If it were in some way a qualification towards the candidates, I would definitely be there competing.
But inherently, that is pretty crazy, right? Because in tennis, you also go somewhere for 3 weeks, but if it's Wimbledon, it's Wimbledon.
So, I mean, I think what you're trying to get me to talk about is another big issue with the spectators who follow chess is that there's no real set calendar of events, and there's no real rhyme or reason to which event matters more. There's some events like the Esports World Cup that many of us really like. There are events like Tata Steel, which in some ways is prestigious, in some ways it's not. And I think the lack of having a set standard of tournaments that are just qualifications towards like the ultimate title is really a big issue currently. And I think it would be better if we had, say, a standard series of 6 tournaments that are considered the best in the world. All the top players compete, similar to the ATP. If you have that, I think it would be easier to keep the general audience interested in showing up to watch tournament after tournament. And maybe that will happen. There's certain events like the Total World Championship coming up, which could achieve that goal. But I think the biggest issue is that every tournament has different stakes, and it's really a fragmented set of tournaments and organizers, and without a clear-cut defined plan of what tournaments are important, it's hard to really keep people interested, and that's why I'm not playing, at least.
I don't know if you have anything to add?
Just will start a bit later, everyone.
I will say
it's coming soon.
that I was seriously considering to play Tata Steel this year, not because I felt that not because it's the Wimbledon of chess or anything like that, but I think it's good to give myself challenges once in a while to do something that, like, to some extent, I don't really want to do that. Spend 3 weeks playing a classical tournament, but I think it can be good for me to kind of force myself to take on that challenge. For me, the reason why I didn't go was that I thought I'd keep the decision open until after my son was born, and after that, after a couple of weeks of being really tired, I thought, well, I'm not going to spend 3 weeks playing classical tournaments if I can have a break.
But be the oldest by 4 years as well, older than any player.
As you said, it is certainly a problem in chess that you have competing interests, you have competing formats, and there's very little in terms of a common cycle, a common goal to bring chess forward.
Can you give people an understanding of how much the pre-tournament and pre-game preparation has changed in the last 10 years? Like, you played Tata Steel 10 years ago, or any major tournament, you might play Hikaru, Fabiano, these other players. What has changed the most from 2016 to 2026?
Well, 2016, I don't know, but I would say since 2019, when neural networks started to come along with AlphaZero and then Leela and others, it has made preparation for tournaments a lot easier. I think I'm not going to, I don't want to minimize the work that players do, but I see people talking about how I am not playing the Classical World Championship, for instance, because it takes months and months of work to prepare. That's simply not true anymore. I don't know if it's true that Ding spent 2 weeks preparing for his last World Championship match, but it could be. It very well could be. And he played the French, which I know that you've warned about, and other content creators have warned about, and he was fine. That's the way it has become with modern engines, that you can basically get away with any opening. Hikaru started playing a line in the Rui Lopez with early bishop c5 as well. Like, you couldn't imagine 7-8 years ago, like that. Back then, that was a kind of line where you thought, well, my opponent is not going to play that, because that's just not sustainable. With modern engines, you know that
starting after this interview, guys,
it works, and you cannot refute it. So preparation has become so different, and it's become more and more extreme in terms of trying to deviate from an early point and trying to not prepare to gain an advantage, but just to get a game to to play chess. So yeah, it's so different. It's easier, it's more egalitarian, but also kind of harder because hard work doesn't pay off in the same way as it used to.
Would you say it's a memory test now, like in the first?
Yeah, so I think, I mean, to get to Magnus' point, preparation is very different. I would argue that it's much easier. You can spend a lot less time than you used to have to, and that's effectively because computers have proven that basically anything you do is acceptable as long as you don't lose the game. For me, one of the really fascinating things is how chess changes over the years. So when we look at preparation now versus, say, 10 years ago, it's a very different game. But I'm also, I think, kind of excited because, of course, the buzzword everyone likes to throw around is AI. And in chess, the way that we understand whether a position is acceptable or not is basically off of numerical evaluations that the computers give us. So effectively, there's like +1, meaning you're up by 1 pawn. All the pieces, of course, having different values. And for me, one thing that really excites me going forward as I look at chess and also AI is that I'm really hopeful that down the road it'll be possible for computers to potentially be able to explain these numerical evaluations like binary in actual language. And I think if we reach a stage where computers can tell us this move is good because of X number of different data sets, we'll actually have a much greater understanding of where chess can go. And if I look 10, 15, 20 years out, I'm really hopeful that that'll be possible. Maybe I'm completely wrong and we'll never get to such a stage because that'll mean other much more serious implications for the world. Yeah. But I think that if we look at computer programs and what they tell us currently about positions, if they can ever explain it in a non-numerical sense and just plain language, English, whatever it is, it'll be really exciting to see what paths we can blaze with different opening strategies, and our understanding will improve immensely.
I'm a big tennis fan, and when I observe, let's say, the Sinners and the Alcarazes and just every young generation in a sport, by the time they're 20, 21, 22, even as teenagers, they're already superstars. They already have, large brand collaborations. They have media training. And in chess, it's quite unique because now you're a prodigy at 10, 11, which is mind-blowing. For example, the youngest international master was Faustino Oro from Argentina. He broke it at 10. It's already been broken. So a record by a 10-year-old was broken by another 10-year-old. As we sit here, there is some 8-year-old training somewhere who will soon be the strongest, which is the title that I have, by the way, and I'm 30. So it's quite embarrassing. But yes, I would probably lose in a head-to-head match against some of the 10-year-olds of the world. But I have heard on podcasts by certain grandmasters that the current young generation is less eclectic. In many ways, when you guys were on the rise and there was the Anands of the world and even you and Fabiano, who's not here with us, but people were kind of more eclectic and they had more interests and they did more things and maybe they tried college or maybe they tried trading or maybe they tried football. There is this narrative that the next generation is 100% dedicated to chess and less about the media, less about the brand, less about the global presence. And do you have any thoughts on that? Have you thought about that at all? Because you won't be around forever.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of crazy how good kids are getting at chess, and I think actually a large part of it is just the integration with technology from a much younger age. I think when I was a kid, I definitely didn't have a phone until I was 10 years old. I don't think I used a computer until I was maybe 7 or 8. And now kids are, of course, using technology from the ages of 2 or 3 even. And I think because of that, whatever it is in learning, kids are much better at it than they used to be. And I can't really explain why that is, but that's what it feels like. And so I think that with kids and technology, they're spending all this time on whatever they're passionate about, and I don't know if it's a good thing ultimately, but I think for chess, it's really exciting to see this change and to see how good kids can get at younger and younger ages. And I think we're going to actually have players who start getting good at 6 or 7 up until their mid-20s, and actually chess players aren't going to be at the top into their 40s like they have been for the last basically 50 to 100 years.
Do you think the young generation has no life and only studies chess 12 hours a day?
No light.
Way to put it.
I'm quoting former team member Dubov on that one, but that's sort of the narrative.
I have no clue, honestly. I think it is also true that a lot of people, they develop personalities with age. I think the things I'm not saying the things that I have to say are interesting now, but they're at least more thought out than they were 15, even 20 years ago. So I think it's good in a sense that the kids, they're focused on trying to be the best in the world, and honestly, they need to, because it's this generation that we have now of players born from Hikaru in '87 to Wesley So in '93. It's one of the best generations of all time, and we're still hanging on, and we have a lot of good players now, but they're going to need every ounce of studying that they can do. And honestly, like to build on, this is not, old man yells at clouds or anything, but I feel like all of them to some extent have kind of clearer preferences and weaknesses than a lot of the players of the previous generation. So I feel like you kind of brought up learning chess in a certain, like, very concrete way these days, that I don't necessarily think that I don't necessarily think that's the best, especially at shorter time controls. Like, to give you an example, like, the kids generally have no chance against Hikaru if there's a fixed pawn structure, because then they cannot use their calculating abilities.
I noticed this too. Same against Magnus.
Like, one of the reasons why Hikaru is so good at it is because he has put in the hours of playing to practice those skills. But a lot of the kids, they just don't do that. So I don't know.
Let's end on a
Magnus and Hikaru
positive, looking forward to the future. I'll start with you, Magnus. What is the next big innovation you would like to see in chess?
I think what Hikaru was talking about earlier is very much on point. Having AI that can explain the game in a better, more human way is going to be very very important, and generally making the game more accessible.
Interesting.
Somebody was doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I think what I would say is basically, I think there need to be more events like the Esports World Cup. I look at an event like here we are in ICE in Barcelona. I think, if you have big chess events at these sort of gaming conferences, there's a lot of potential there. And actually, I would agree with Magnus. I think that when you look at the implementation of AI, especially as it relates to American football, if you can have something similar with chess, that will make a huge difference for bridging the gap for the casual fans to understand the game in a way that they currently cannot.
And I will just add that we're at the BetB booth, so maybe in the future we'll have parlays, Magnus minus 1.5 table slams in a world championship and so on. Hikaru 30 minutes after the game recap or something like that. We will take a short break, and then these two will play a blindfold exhibition. I will serve as your clown and entertain everybody. Thank you all so much. We'll be back in a few minutes.
All right, so you heard it from Levy, guys. We're going to start the blindfold match in not very long. Finally, we're all very excited about it. It feels like the people in our chat, they can barely contain their... They're really excited for it.
Exactly. I think we all want chess. Like, it's interesting to hear them talk, right? But we all want chess. Oh, what do you make of that chat we just witnessed?
I thought it was interesting that they were willing to talk about, like, what is the future of chess? Why don't they want to play like these long classical events? And then Magnus actually saying that he was considering to play in like now, which is going on, but that it's 3 weeks away from his family, so his priorities have shifted. Both of them are like new dads, so it was interesting to hear how they're like prioritizing different tournaments. I used to think that it's just like, oh, like you kind of predicted that, oh, we don't want to play classical tournaments, but it seems like it's more the time that a classical tournament takes.
Exactly.
Which is their main problem.
I mean, it's practicalities. Like, Vaikanze, like, doesn't have the biggest prize fund. It's 3 weeks. You compare it to Esports World Cup, it's like 3-4 days. I don't know, 10x prize fund. It's tough. But also, like, Magnus and Hikaru, like you said, they're a bit older, like, time of life, got kids. Like, in other sports, they'd be retirement age, pretty much. Hikaru's, what, 38 now? Magnus 35. I mean, other than maybe Djokovic and Ronaldo, Messi, like most sports people retired now. So it's cool that they're still going.
And it's also interesting to see that they've kind of shifted to playing more online events, and that was mostly because of the pandemic, and that was what was possible. But then they've realized that that's what works in their busy lives and schedules with families, and you can't travel around everywhere in the world all the time. So the fact that these online tournaments that we've been following in the Title Tuesday, like those, they're still able to prioritize, and then a 3-week classical tournament, that's more tricky.
Exactly. I mean, hopefully the formats change, and I think there's a place for everything. There's tournaments that they'll play week in, week out online. There'll be tournaments, long tournaments for the younger players. Yeah, it makes sense.
And they still play a lot of chess online, like even that isn't a tournament, they just play for fun. And that's also something about chess that you can kind of just pick up a phone and play at any time, which I also feel like you can't really just play soccer at a moment's notice like this.
That's true.
So it's something...
You need to find a few other players, you need to get outside, you need to wash your old tracksuit. Okay, we're coming soon. Do you still believe that Hikaru is the more focused? Do you still believe Magnus is going to win the blindfold?
Oh, I actually, now that you planted the idea of not a known draw, but when you're playing blindfold chess, you kind of want to play something that you can easily visualize, where you know a lot of stuff kind of by heart. And I'm wondering then if they'll go into something kind of, something that's easy to visualize and keep control over. Yeah. So that could be like a drawish position.
I don't know. I think the players like Magnus Hikaru, they know they owe us now. Yeah. Like we've sat through a press conference. They owe us a really fun, crazy, chaotic blindfold game. Both attacking. I'm hoping. Okay.
Blindfold Berlin draw. That's what we're getting in the chat.
Yeah. The Bong Cloud draw. I see that in the chat as well.
That would be a huge disappointment.
I know. That's like 6 moves and
that wouldn't seem real.
I guess Levy's moving the pieces as well as commentating. That would be fun.
I'm wondering if they're also going to be wearing actual blindfolds, or if they're just going to, as very often, you just sit with your back turned. And so I do see that they have the 3 chairs there. So if they're just turning the chairs away and then letting them like stare into the air, the blindfolds look pretty cool. Like the thumbnail that we have for the YouTube video, I really like that. I think they should take some inspiration.
Exactly. That's spot on. That's how they'll be seated. But there is a big screen, so maybe turning around it won't be enough.
Yeah, it won't be enough. True.
I remember you from you're here for a long time.
Okay.
Who's your favorite chess player?
Oh, that's ILM. Ajulan from chess.com.
You have to say.
Okay.
Blindfolded chess boxing. No, that would be crazy.
Like they're within punching distance. I don't think we'll see any table slams or king tosses this time. This is a friendly-ish game, although they both want to win, right? They both want to get bragging rights.
Yeah, and this happens so rarely that the top players play blindfold chess. I see we get a question, what is the blindfold rating? How many rating points would you say players drop, if any, when they play without looking or without making the moves on the board?
I would say quite a lot.
Okay.
Like there'll be weird blunders occasionally. Or,
okay,
guys.
I don't know. I would say probably 100 each.
And what I'm also excited about...
That's for the best players in the world.
Yeah, but I'm also excited to see, like, will any of them make a mistake? Because that would be a little bit embarrassing.
Illegal moves.
Yeah, so you say a move that's not possible to actually make because you're not seeing it on the board, so you're forgetting what the position is like.
Magnus once did that. I think he was playing 10 blindfold games at a time, which is difficult, but
Yeah.
he lost one position in his mind, so
Ooh.
it might happen. There used to be yearly tournaments, like blindfold tournaments back in the 90s and 2000s. The players would play half the tournament in rapid, half the tournament blindfold, and then people would regularly like blunder pieces in one move.
Oh, well, that sounds entertaining. I actually played against Magnus when he was playing as 10 people blindfolded, and he had to correct one of the players who had made a move, and he's like, no, you can't do that.
Was that where you drew against Magnus?
Yes, I managed to sneak in that bragging of getting a draw.
Nice.
But I've watched the footage again, and what I'm realizing now is that there was quite a bit left in our position. It was an end game, and I'm wondering if he kind of just drew the game because that was the last game that was going on, and he was like, I can't be bothered.
You scared him so much. Like, you made him so nervous that he was begging for a draw.
It's still one of my best chess results.
Nice. Is the footage out there on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on 60 Minutes.
Okay.
It was like, I think what I heard, the rumor was that they were just filming to show that he was able to do it, but they weren't actually going to film the entire game. It was just like for the footage.
Yeah.
But then Magnus actually had a very terrible position against one of the people he was playing against, and then he was like, "Clear the calendar. We're playing these games." Because I think he actually ended up losing one game, and then he was like, "Okay, I'm going to win the rest."
Okay.
But he got 2 draws, lost 1, and then won the rest.
Who did he lose against?
Viggo Gudal. If you know.
Of course, yeah, that famous grandmaster.
Not a grandmaster.
Okay. Someone needs to find the link of Maud drawing with Magnus.
Yeah,
it'll be on YouTube
they didn't
somewhere.
include that part, but it was a cool moment for me.
But they see young Magnus like playing.
Yeah, Arian Tari is there. Tarjei Svensson, the chess.com journalist, is there. Yeah,
Nice.
it's cool. It's 15 years ago now, though.
Wow. I'm sure you all look the same. And yeah, there is a video coming out on Take soon with Magnus playing standard, like simultaneous chess, but blindfold simultaneous chess is the most difficult thing.
Yeah.
I think I played 4 at one time, and that was like, I was getting headaches. It was so hard.
Yeah,
Magnus
I think even
tennis.
playing one, like I claim to be able to like play one blind chess, and I don't know if I don't know if I have complete control over where all the pieces are, and then to try to do 2 or 3 or 4 at the same time, that's something completely else.
Oh, wow.
David has found it.
I found it. Check this out, everyone. Wow, I don't know how to cut
Look,
my
there's
screen.
Arian.
Wait, there's Arian Tari. How do I move it across? How do I do this? I'm the biggest tech noob ever. Full screen it, everyone. Oh, we're cropping. Oh, check it out. Oh, wow.
Look, there's me.
Wait, there's Maud. Yeah, on the right.
Yeah.
Wow, Magnus looks so young. That is a skinny
15
Magnus.
years ago.
Yeah. Wait, where was Arian Tari? Let's find it. Let's go back.
Yeah, go a little bit back.
Magnus.
Yeah, you can vaguely see me
Oh,
there.
Arian Tari. Look at him. Before he broke all those hearts.
And Lars Oskar Hauge, who's also a grandmaster.
Oh, yeah.
Sitting 2 tables.
On the right.
Yeah.
The young blonde kid. Arian, I mean,
Oh, so cute.
now he's like the most handsome chess player in the world, and look at him. Okay, here we go.
I think Arian also may have gotten a draw, because I think in like the final moments you can see that it's just us playing, I think.
Wait, yeah, I think I've said it before. That's a Karakan I recognize on your board.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. Wait, oh, look at Mini Maud. Mini Maud.
I think I look pretty much the same. I've heard that, like, obviously I'm older now, but I don't think I've had that drastic of a change in my appearance.
Wow, this is very impressive. We'll put a link to this somewhere in the chat. Aw. So this is
him keeping control of 320 chess pieces at the same time.
Oh, quick maths.
Pretty crazy.
And round of applause when he finishes. When he agrees to the draw with you. He looks relieved.
Here he's being told that was the most amazing thing that that Bob Simon has ever seen. And Magnus is like, doesn't know how to react. But then he does say that the amazing thing with chess is that you don't actually need the board.
Yeah.
So that's kind of unique, and that's what we're going to see today as well.
True. Today is going to be the second most amazing thing he's ever seen.
Yeah.
That we've ever seen. With just one blindfold game. But the 2 best players.
I think the world record is like 40-something games, right?
Yeah, I think it's 48 games. And the guy, the Grandmaster Timur Gareev, he was riding a exercise bike while he was playing 48 games.
Why?
And halfway through, the fire alarm went off, so they had to evacuate the building, come back, and he still had them in his mind.
But why was he on the exercise bike?
Keep himself awake.
Does that have anything to do with anything?
I think it took like over 12 hours, if I remember correctly.
Well, that makes sense.
But, I mean, yeah, that's another type of brain.
Yeah. But what I've also heard is that one of the things that makes it possible for the chess players to remember the different positions is that they actually look like chess positions. So if you start adding in that there's 3 kings or pieces in places they couldn't be, like pawns on the first rank, then the players are actually no better or not much better than a normal person at remembering the position. So it's really like all of the hours of chess they've played that helps them to know where the pieces are.
Yeah. Like, I played blindfold chess against a kid recently who he just challenged me, and I never say no.
Yeah.
So, like, and then I just started playing, like, H3, A4, random moves, like, nonsensical openings. And, like, he lost the position quite quickly, and I was like, that's a lesson, you know? You got to make it random. You got to make it confuse your opponent. So you're right. That's a good strategy.
That's why I'm excited to see if Magnus and Hikaru, like, what kind of opening are they going to be doing? And some of the people in our chat are wondering if it's a single game or if it's best of 3. And the honest answer is...
We don't know.
We're excited to know. This is very rare that we get to see something like this. So we've kind of pieced it together just hours before here. And we are excited to see a blindfold match between 2 of the best players in the world.
Exactly. We'll find out soon the format, the time control. The players decided that themselves.
The chat has started some blindfold games against you now, David.
Okay.
There's going to be several going. There's one with D4 at least.
Magician, I reply with D5. Magnus playing the Jabava London, Berlin draw. Yeah, so many predictions. We're starting soon. The players are doing their last-minute mental warm-ups. They're stretching. They're probably there with ChessBase, like studying the openings.
I wonder if it would be very difficult for them to do this blindfold game and be interviewed while they were doing the blindfold game. Like concentrating on several things at the same time.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe Levy would like troll them a little bit. Like he'll ask them random questions.
Yeah, he should.
Go on, Levy. Make things fun for us. I'm hoping we get a big board up as well.
Yes, there's supposed to be like a move transfer thing, so...
Okay.
Worst
comes to worst, I'll try and get...
Otherwise, we'll just have to comment it like blindly, and you'll have to try to keep up, David.
Everyone at home has to do it blindfold as well.
So raise your hands who would like to get some t-shirts.
After all the talk about how do we make chess more accessible for a broader audience, and then they're just going to be like, there's no visuals, just 2 people talking moves.
With like a zoom lens, like far out. Like,
Do you want me to help?
Oh, they're giving away free t-shirts, Maud. Why aren't we in Barcelona?
We do see the YouTube chat, actually.
Yeah, we do.
And yes, it is in Barcelona. And they're still waiting for the players and Levy to show back up at this expo in Barcelona.
Wow, they're throwing t-shirts to the crowd.
Just like a sports event.
Exactly. Wild. I hope they're signed t-shirts that the players have worn.
Okay, we have more.
Gukesh will not be here, unfortunately. And yeah, I do hear more that Magnus and Hikaru probably will be playing Title Tuesday after this blindfold game, so it's going to be a packed day of chess for them.
I don't want you guys to think that I have my favorites here, okay? So
yeah, and we are excited to see what kinds of openings the players are going to choose, because sometimes, like, if Magnus had to play the opening that he's most familiar with, that he remembers the best, which one do you think he would choose?
He'll play e4 and some kind of Spanish Roy Lopez.
Yeah, he mentioned that in the interview with Levy.
Yeah.
He was kind of planting an idea, and he said, oh, and Hikaru plays this move.
Yeah, it's like mind games have started.
The mind games have started.
Magnus has played that ever since I first met him when he was like 8 years old, 9 years old. He's been playing that opening. So normally, like, what's in your brain is like, I don't know, that's been in there for 20-something years at this point. Hikaru always plays e5 if he's black. If it's colors reversed, I think Hikaru might do something crazy like a king's gambit.
I found out I've never played d4 in a tournament game.
Never?
No.
No d4?
No.
Not like even a hand slip? Like,
no.
Oh, no.
I played it online, but just never in a tournament. Because I'm also like, this is what works.
Yeah.
I believe in e4.
Fair enough. If it works, why mess with it?
Yeah.
But yeah, variety is the spice of life, Maud. Occasionally. The first time I ever played D4 was because I was late to a tournament. Like my mum, like I was really young and my mum got stuck in traffic or something, and we were like in the restaurant eating, and I was like, no. Like I had to rush, and then I sat down, I played D4. I wrote down E4 on my score sheet. I was like, wait, what have I done?
See, that's the stuff of nightmares for me. I'm very focused on making the correct first move.
Yeah, that's important. And yeah, luckily when I played that by accident, my opponent played the only opening I knew against D4 that I played myself as black against D4. So it worked out well. But
yeah.
Okay, I'm expecting the players, at least the first few moves, to be quite quick. I wonder what they're doing like backstage. I'm imagining they're in their green rooms. They've got like makeup artists. they've got snacks. They've got.
Yes,
luxury.
this is just like entertainment game. This is not like a rated game. I see we're getting some questions about that. Would be interesting if there was a rated blind chess tournament, but I guess you'd have to have your own rating system then, because as we've been discussing, we think that the level of the players is a bit lower when they can't see the board the entire game. So they'd have to have some other rating system then.
What opening would you play if you played against Magnus? In Blindfold? I don't know. I would want to have some fun. I've played Magnus in Blitz. I've played him in like mini chess where you can barely see the pieces.
Oh yeah, I've seen that clip. That's fun.
I kind of have played Magnus in Blindfold. We used these air things devices where it was like white and black, but you don't know which piece is which. So after a while, it becomes basically you have to remember which piece.
Yeah, that's true. That's
fun. I was so annoyed with that content because we played 2 games. I won one, Magnus won one, and somehow. Only Magnus's win made it to social media. I have no idea where my win disappeared to. It's somewhere in like some Google Drive or
yeah,
on the
I'm
cloud.
so happy. Like this is the only time I've ever played against Magnus in like a situation like this. So I'm happy that it exists in a YouTube documentary thing with millions of views. That's great. So not that they really discuss my result, but it's out there.
So you've never lost to Magnus?
No, I don't think so.
Nice. I can't say that. Okay.
I've got a 50% score against him, and I'm happy with that.
I mean, that's better than probably everyone else in the world.
Yeah.
I remember Peter Svidler used to be the only guy with a plus score against Magnus, but then he started losing some games. So probably at this point, Magnus has got a plus score against everyone in the world apart from you. And maybe that other guy who beat him in that simul.
And maybe his son.
And yeah,
that would
out of everyone to have played him. Do you think Magnus, when he teaches his son chess, like will lose a few games on purpose?
Oh,
just to kind of give him confidence.
Yeah, because I feel like if Magnus just goes like, "I'm going to demolish you and hope you learn from that," I don't think that would be very motivating.
If I were a kid and my dad was the best chess player of all time and then crushed me, I would be like, I'm not even learning this.
But then again, if he did let you win, you'd realize that there's something fishy going on.
Or maybe when you're a child, you're so like confident that you're like, I'm just the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, Magnus Jr. versus Hikaru Jr. One day.
Okay, good. That's good.
Maybe in 20 years they'll be playing Blindfold against each other.
I will go this way. You guys, you have already.
Finnish GM Tommy Nyback has 1.5 out of 2 against Magnus.
Ooh.
And I have 2 out of 2 against him, so technically I'm...
Wow.
Ooh, what's happening? Players aren't back yet.
Almost everyone got it, right? Maybe someone can wear. Can you wear it? Any chance you can wear it? Will be so nice. You're in the front.
Okay, we've got something a bit special for everyone at home a bit later as well. I'm not sure exactly when, but we're going to be revealing something today on the stream. Something very exciting.
Ooh.
Where am I looking there? And just if you hadn't spotted it already, there is a QR code that's very important to us here at Take Take Take. So go check it out, and we'll be showing you something a bit later.
And there was a lot of talk in this fireside chat about innovation in chess, and it's kind of something that people need. So if you are intrigued by that.
Exactly.
What are you going to do with this? What are you going to do with this?
If you want to watch Magnus's games, troll Magnus's games, interact with Magnus.
Yes?
Okay.
I'm going to show it. I'm going to show what we're talking about. We're not going to force people to... Let's see, but the first thing I have to manage is the technical parts. So now I'm trying to stream my phone.
We're not going to tease people like they're teasing us with all this waiting.
Okay. You can show my phone now, guys, I think.
Ooh,
I'm looking at my apps and I'm like, there's nothing weird here. Okay.
Oh, wait, I saw something. Check.
All right, so here in the Take app, we have a feed where players are sharing. Oh, this is the CEO, Mats. He's playing some games. He's not working right now, apparently.
Naughty, naughty.
That's a fun thing you can do, and you can spy on people. And up here, if anyone was playing live, like Magnus, he was playing live 18 hours ago, apparently.
Oh, me too.
Oh yeah. And so you can see who was up in the middle of the night playing, who was playing during the workday, Mats. And I'll give him kudos because he won one game and he lost one game. But what I thought was very fun the other day was that for me, I very recently downloaded this app, and I'm not used to people like watching my games and seeing what I'm doing. But ever since, I've actually played quite a lot more. And I was very happy the other day when I played some bullet chess on the subway.
Nice.
And I wrote that it was risky subway bullet because I was playing and I was like, oh, I need to get off at the stop. And it was snowing. So it's like, if I have to go out of the subway and keep playing like a 2-minute game, it's going to be a bit dumb.
What if you go through a tunnel and you get disconnected?
That did also happen during the game. So I called it risky subway bullet. But I also got this achievement where it said family forker. And that means that I forked, the whole family got forked. 4 more pieces were forked by a single knight move. Wow. And what's even more cool about this, here you can see the fork at the end.
Oh, nice.
I got one comment from Mats asking if I was if there was like a control of my ticket on the subway, and that's why I called it risky subway bullet. And Magnus himself, he wrote mod, and this is in Norwegian, but I'll translate. Mod forks you because my username is mod checks you, mod sjakker deg. So that was a very cool notification to get. Like after winning my game, I won like 30 rating points also because I never play bullet that much on that account anymore. Yeah. And then I won the game, got off the subway, and I get notifications that people are recognizing my amazing achievement. So
not just anyone. I mean, the goat.
Yeah.
The goat. He's commenting, and yeah, for those at home, you can link your chess.com profile, your Lichess profile. Any games you play will be automatically showing up on this app, and you can share with your friends, create your own clubs.
Yeah, and I've got more comments. See, this is great. I missed checkmate in the final moves here. Forgive me. Like this is the kind of thing that's also embarrassing. Like I had checkmate here moves ago. I didn't see. I didn't see that I had checkmate. But okay, you know what?
You won it anyway, right?
Yeah, I won. And I even got somebody that reacted with a celebration. So it's fun. It's fun to like look at other people's games. Also, like when people have made mistakes, or to see, Mats here has had like a roller coaster. So there's been wild swings in the evaluation bar. So it's just a more kind of fun way to watch other people and what they're delivering.
Exactly. And this is just the social side. Like you will be able to analyze your games. With a very strong coach, you'll get commentary on the games.
Yeah. And it's interesting here that Magnus has lost 2 games. Who did he lose against?
It wasn't me.
David won 4 games.
I lost 1 too. Oh, dear. That was me streaming, actually. And it just automatically pops up, which is nice. So you can follow, you see anytime Magnus is live if you want to follow his games, whether it's online chess, whether it'll be over the board.
Oh, Magnus lost against Pranav here, we can see.
Ooh.
In a seemingly... And you can even see the evaluation here.
Oh, you see the brilliant move. There was one brilliant move in there.
Oh, and Magnus was doing so well, but he just didn't have enough time.
Too weak, too slow.
But that's very cool that you can get like a rare look into some of these games. And Magnus, he's playing a lot. He's playing a lot of Bullet and Blitz like in the middle of the night. I'm wondering if like his baby awoke him and then he's like, I can't go back to sleep.
Exactly.
Let me just play some games.
Oh, it's changing nappy time in a few minutes. I might as well just.
Yeah. So it's very cool. I've been enjoying it. And I also like that it says how much time I've spent here. It says that I've spent an hour playing this week.
Okay.
And how much rating I've gained, which I'm happy about because my rating, I kind of abandoned the account because I was disappointed in myself. But now I'm on my way back.
Those of you
so, yeah.
Reaching for the stars.
So yeah, that's what you can find if you scan this QR code. I'm gonna stop sharing my phone now.
Exactly. You can be one of the first. For everyone at home, you can be one of the first. If you sign up, get on that wait list. QR code below. They're coming. The players are
He's
coming.
announcing them.
A blindfold game, which again, it's a very historical moment.
Finally. Here we go. We've been waiting a while.
And the viewers have been waiting. People are very excited. Are slightly impatient viewers.
I keep hearing me saying the same thing, right?
I think our viewers have been patient. They're just joking.
It's a good thing.
Tata Steel hasn't started yet. They're here for the
Too
real.
busy with the conference.
The real blindfold chess.
But in fact, this is the only place to be right now.
I'm expecting proper good blindfolds though, after all this.
Yeah,
there'll be another event just over there.
They're coming.
Cancel all your meetings. Come here.
Cancel all your meetings, everyone.
This is the hardest job. Like, I've had to do it a few times, like being the hype person.
The MC. Yeah.
People don't
She's done her
understand.
best. She's thrown T-shirts.
Exactly.
She's told everyone to cancel every meeting.
Before we even started streaming this, there was also another like 45 minutes of chat. Well, there was empty chairs while everyone was looking for Magnus. Magnus didn't turn up on time. So they had to keep the stream going for 45 minutes before we even started. So if you think you've had to be patient, spare a thought for this this awesome MC today.
And it's also, I'm wondering if like Magnus and Hikaru are a little bit like anxious to get started because from what we know, Magnus wants to play Title Tuesday, Hikaru probably as well, which is also important. And that's also something we're going to be streaming here on Take They Take later today. And that's starting at 4:45 Central Eastern Time. So they need to start this match.
Let's get going. I want to see like a 10-game like blindfold bullet match.
Let me guide you through
You want
quickly.
like several games, okay?
want several games.
Once again, through the program,
I might prefer like a longer.
So after far side,
One long quality
we have a
game.
blindfold game which lasts 30 minutes.
Ooh, 30 minutes?
Okay,
We're
30
finding out.
minutes. And then we will proceed to the meet and greets, to the
Okay.
game with the delegates. Okay? So
We'll probably
those
not
of
hang
you
around
who
for
No,
are
I was going to say,
signed up
no
prior,
guarantees of
you'll get to
showing the
play.
meet and greet.
And those of you who didn't come, didn't show up, well, you snooze, you lose, all right? So I'll be choosing among of you. And after
Harsh
meet
but
and
fair.
greets,
She's shaming the media.
Yeah,
who
the
didn't turn
media.
up.
Where is the media?
We would have been waiting even longer earlier if
so
the
you need to
media
be
had turned
here
up for
until,
questions.
like, let's say 3:30. All right?
What did she say at 3:30?
Meet and greet? But it's 2.
Did you have our cocktails?
Cocktails.
On
Now
the
she's
other
really
side,
trolling
well,
us.
Now it's not the time to go, but we have very special cocktails crafted just specifically for this event. And the name of our cocktails are named after chess. Okay?
The Kappa
So-
Blanco
I kinda wanna see these
Cosmopolitan.
You're
cocktails now.
welcome to have some refreshments afterwards and coffee, but not now.
On that note, if somebody
Don't go away.
outside of the studio wants to get me something to drink, it doesn't
Don't
have to be a
forget
cocktail.
to scan
It
the
can be
QR
anything.
code
If anyone wants to
have
bring
an
me a,
opportunity to win the chessboard signed
a
by all 3
mojito.
stars of tonight.
What's your favorite cocktail? What?
Oh, I don't know.
Mine is.
Espresso martini,
Oh, okay.
because
Solid
or
choice.
Red Bull vodka, anything with like energy, caffeine.
Mine is anything sweet, like anything sweet.
Yeah, that too I like.
Sex on the Beach is a good cocktail.
Pawn Star Martini. Somebody in our Twitch chat is suggesting. That's a good one. Oh, because she didn't say the name of the cocktail, did she?
No,
She just said it was like chess themed. Okay,
Oh.
this is what we have.
Wow. No cocktails, but
Nej, det går fint.
thank you. Tusen tack.
Tack.
Okay. Man, hope she's getting paid well for keeping the audience entertained. Yep. I hope so. We'll get the Moscow Mule. Moscow is great.
Yeah.
A lot of chess history there. Strawberry daiquiri. Oof, that is a good one too. Please start. I need to start my training session. Well, multitask. Okay. It's not blindfold chess, it's invisible chess.
That would be very funny.
Come on, Magnus. Come on, Hikaru. What you doing?
Who has joined just now? Who has joined just now? Someone
No.
just joined?
We haven't. We've been here for an hour already.
Okay, then you know what's going to happen.
I've been watching an hour and a half.
For those who are just passing by, please come here. Come here. That's not a coincidence that we have so many people here, okay? So you need to come here and don't miss what's going to happen.
Magnus's favorite cocktail is a fireball.
Chess players, Magnus Carlsen,
fireball.
Hikaru Nakamura, and Levi Rødsmoen.
Oh, that makes sense.
Isn't it too loud? No? Or is it okay?
He loves a good Jägermeister.
I see them so far and I start shouting, you know?
Anyway.
Maybe I shouldn't do that. And we're about to start blindfold game.
I've seen some people discuss like drunk Magnus's rating. How good is he?
Drunk Magnus.
Yeah, and it's. But now we're going to see blind Magnus, which is also going to be another version of him.
Yeah, drunk blind Magnus. That would be. That'll be maybe
a bit too much.
I've played Magnus when I've been relatively sober, and he's had a few drinks more than me, and he's still better than me. But like, at least the level feels closer. I feel like I have a chance.
Yeah, I constantly wonder like how. I played the Norwegian League on Sunday.
How'd it go?
And I won my game. Yes. So yet
well, that
another
Tuesday,
bragging thing.
It's helping. It's helping.
Another humble brag from me. But then I had 2 different birthday parties on the Saturday, and I was like trying to explain to people like, oh, I can't be very drunk. Like I have to be playing on Sunday. Yeah. And they were like, oh, does it really matter that much? And I'm like, I think this is one of the things where it really does matter.
It really does.
I don't think having a hangover and playing a chess game is a good idea.
I think there's limits. Like if you have 1 drink, probably chess improves. 2 drinks, probably chess is fine.
Chess improves.
Like I think after what okay. I'm not saying I do this, but drunk Magnus is better than David's entire bloodline, probably. Thanks, whoever put that in the chat. Thank you.
That's ruthless.
Ruthless but true. Wow.
Gosh.
I won't go too deeply into stories, but one of my favorite ever chess experiences was, I think it was the 2010 London Chess Classic. And on the final night after the prize giving, myself, Magnus, Hikaru, Levon, and some others, and some friends from London, we went out to a nightclub. And I don't think I've ever been part of such a messy night.
Here, right?
It was like some of my memories from that night were crazy, but
yeah,
let's just say that chess players and alcohol don't tend to mix well. It was another level of wild. I'll write about it when I retire in my autobiography.
Okay, please do.
From Romania to see this blindfold game happening live.
Okay.
Sorry, what's your name again? Christian.
Oh, are we interviewing some
Give
of
it up for Christian. He came all the way from Romania just for that beat.
That's
I guess
hardcore
you're
chess
also
fans.
a pro player, right? You're a professional. Yes, they don't need to know that. He's professional, guys.
Romanian #1.
Who else is a professional chess player here? Okay, I mean, Tommaso, I know Jorge.
She's looking at me. She's looking at me.
Some new faces.
She's looking at me. She knows.
You're a professional, yeah. You said you play from the childhood. Okay. I cannot.
Levy is busy telling them jokes. Yeah, probably. I think Levy's only met Magnus like 2 or 3 times.
Really?
Yeah, I remember it was the first time they met in person was the
World Blitz last year, maybe? Oh.
It was the Speed Chess Championship.
You know, Tommaso, because you play versus each other?
I remember he was super nervous, and then they had an interview, and he was like, "Hi, Magnus."
Okay, who else
so it was really cute to see.
Like, here from this side?
Because I guess he'd been doing videos about him for years already.
Yeah.
How long have you been playing?
I've been playing 26 years now.
26 years. I guess that's almost longer than Magnus, huh?
Yeah, but you cannot compare. Like, Magnus was better than me, like, in the first 5 years that he started playing. And yeah, it's a question of hard work and talent, and he basically has like unlimited sort of talent, and he works hard as well, so it's basically cheating.
What's your
thank you, Manish.
What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Felipe Vera. I'm from the Catalunya Skacs Club, one of the local clubs here.
Hey, thank you so much for sharing. So I guess you're a local celebrity in chess, right?
Chessable.
No, not really.
Chess.com have a base there.
For 6 years.
And also all of Spain. Like I've played so many chess tournaments in Spain.
How do you enjoy our
It's
event
a nice
today?
place to travel.
Yeah, very good. Actually,
Norwegians love going to Spain on holiday.
Okay, I might be affected by our culture. That's why Magnus is there all the time too.
Together here in Barcelona, because we don't have this kind of like high-level tournaments.
Yeah.
And what we call close
Good,
tournaments.
lots of strong grandmasters there.
I think that at one of the time I pick up the taxi and I came here.
Thank you so much. Well, before I was saying this is like
everyone wants the game to start.
Opportunity, but now you know.
I once went to a chess boxing match, and like they alternate the chess boxing rounds, right?
Yeah.
But like every time the boxing started, people would start being like chess, chess, chess.
Thank you
They
once
just
again
didn't
for
care
that,
about the
Bea,
boxing; they
for
just wanted the
organizing
chess. I feel like that now. Like,
amazing.
let's go.
Yeah.
We are reading the YouTube chat, but the answer to the question of when they are starting playing this game is it's beyond our control. We're just kind of we know the same amount of stuff as you guys.
Yes.
So we're not keeping anything from you.
The only difference between us and you at home is that we're sitting in a studio, but we literally have zero information. We thought the games might have started a while ago.
Yeah, no. It's 2.
It's
at least our time.
2:10 then. Ooh, yeah, big question. Title Tuesday coming up. Will we make it in time? What will we choose? If we have to choose the Blindfold, Magnus and Hikaru, or Title Tuesday, what are we doing?
I think we try both.
Multitask.
That's just my ambitious plans. Yeah, okay. David, you'll be commentating the Title Tuesday games, and I'll try to keep an eye on this.
Okay,
deal. Like to share?
Deal.
Yeah, Alexander from
And then we'll
Netherlands.
also have like some
Are you a professional chess player?
Weikanze, like we'll
I
update
cannot hear
the viewers on that as well.
We'll divide the screen in 3. Title
We've
Tuesday.
got a good chess day ahead of us.
Professional. I'm just an amateur player who is, I play almost daily, I would say, on chess.com. And previously on Lead Chess as well, but not a title.
Well, but you
Everyone's
must
being
be
so
very
modest.
good
I want
since
someone
you
to come in and be like,
Magnus.
I'm the
way
best
better.
guy here.
I could
You were
crush
very
them
courageous
both.
to raise your hand, right? Okay. Who else do we have?
Who do you think would win? Hikaru
This corner?
blindfolded or Levy with no blindfold?
What's your name?
I think still Hikaru blindfolded.
Arsene.
Because I
Arsene, where
saw
are you
somebody discussing that, like, what is the highest
So how long you been playing chess?
level that like a
13
grandmaster
years
has been
already.
able to beat somebody, like,
10
and
years? So
I
have
think
you
that was like
won
a
competitions? What type of
2400 or
competitions have you
something
won
like
so
that.
far?
Was
I
beaten by like a
participated in
super
tournaments almost,
grandmaster
exactly
blindfolded.
10 years ago when I was 12.
But that would be exciting.
I
That would
won
be,
this
yeah.
one and I had a rating of 15.
I mean, at this rate, we'll be lucky to get one game, let alone
Have
a
you
Levy.
put your name in a
after
waitlist
this.
for the meet and greets? No? And you didn't raise your hand.
We're still getting questions from people
You
about
did?
when the game starts. We still don't know.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for the support, everyone. Seen
And
some
I
nice
think
comments.
that's such an
but
amazing space today,
yeah,
actually.
we
is
hope
now
the chess starts
now
soon.
you get to
We're
know each other,
exactly
right?
in the same shoes as you are.
That we have so many professional chess players.
Thomas versus
So you'll
Levy
have some
today. Who's
time for,
Thomas?
over the cocktails and coffee afterwards, all right?
Levy played a match against Julien, right?
Yeah.
And the
And he
one
won
who
that
will
match.
win the
He did,
chessboard,
That was
Andy.
impressive.
He won in the quicker
I'm so
time
happy
formats.
for you in advance. But at the
That
same
was cool,
time,
like
you
the
need to keep
biggest
it
like
safe,
English
okay?
language streamer, biggest
Yeah.
or like content creator, biggest French language. Both IMs. That was a very level match, but Levy's really good at quick chess. I've noticed.
Yeah.
He's got the practical. He's good at
I mean, I'll
hustling
be
and
honest with
like
you,
in
I
bad
haven't played
positions. He's good at
chess
like
in a long
finding
time.
resources.
Only when I was little, I played.
Knows his openings
So
inside out.
back then,
They
I knew
are going to be
Magnus,
playing
I knew
Title Tuesday
Kasparov,
later. That is another broadcast
but you
we will
guys
be
know more,
having.
for sure.
To the people asking about that. And that starts in 2.5-ish hours.
Yes.
So we do have time. We're supposed to have time
Thomas,
for everything.
Would you like to say? Would you like
And
to
she
share?
did say that this game was going to last
Okay,
30
I know
minutes.
your
Or did
name,
she say that
Thomas.
each
Where
of
are
the
you
players
from?
was going to have 30 minutes?
I'm from Argentina.
I don't know.
You
I think
flew
she
all
said
the
that
way
it's
from
going to
Somebody
last.
in the chat who paid attention,
Yes,
please.
you did.
Julian Song is doing a tour in France.
I'm living
Nice.
here. I have already 7 years.
Yeah, I think she said it would last 30
7
minutes.
years. So 7 years ago, you knew that all of
Don't know
those
when
three
it
stars
starts,
will be
that's the-
here, so you
that's the
flew
issue.
all the way here and you waited, right?
Where are
Okay,
they? They're meeting the fans.
What's the top
They're in the green
competition
room
that you won so
with
far?
the fluffers.
I won like 3 national championships in my country in
Oh
Argentina.
wow, we have a strong player.
Second of America, under 16, I think, or 14.
Guess
I don't
who is this
remember.
player?
And I played the Olympiad for Argentina 2 years ago.
Whoa! Oh, Thomas Souza.
Wow, that's impressive.
Thomas.
Alba, you want to get to meet him? To
Bring him
talk
up on stage.
afterward?
Bring him on
Are
stage.
you famous? Yes?
He's famous.
Wait,
Did
who's
you know Thomas?
Thomas Souza?
Yay, you got it,
Amazing,
David. You
okay, now you're going
managed.
to be my favorite for the meet and greet, all right?
Someone said Thomas in the chat. So
Oh, okay.
If there will
guess
be
the
an
surname.
opportunity. Thank you for sharing.
I think he might be
you
Faustino
doing
or
this
his coach.
for life, right? For the living, right?
Oh.
Okay.
And that would make sense that why he was playing
Would
on the
you like to come up here
Argentine
and host instead
Olympia
of
team,
me?
and now he's in Barcelona, of course.
He does content creation as well.
From Chess World?
I mean, everyone's got more Insta followers than me, but I think he's got like 100,000.
Oh, wow.
Thomas Souza. Yeah, yes. One of Faustino's coaches.
Oh, he has several.
Yeah, they all have several these days.
Yeah, what do you think about that? Because I feel like I've appreciated when I've had like the same chess coach for many years. It's like a person who knows you, and I feel like different coaches have like different styles. Like maybe that's a good thing, but to me that seems difficult.
I mean, I didn't really have a coach after the age of 12, so like I'm very jealous these days when I see these kids with their like coaches traveling the world with them. I was always just there like, oh, I don't know what, I didn't even use a computer. I was like, I don't know what opening they're going to play. I don't know what I'm going to play. I'm just going to sit at the board and freestyle.
I was also very spoiled by my coach that like she would make all of my like opening preparation files and everything, and then I wouldn't even have like the chess software to open them. So I would just be like looking at it like on a phone or something, or taking pictures of a chess base like program. Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous.
Old school.
I've still never had the chess-based program.
Still never?
No.
Oof.
Because I always had a Mac. So that was the reason why I couldn't have it.
Yeah, chess players, they're always Android and they're always like chess-based. But I mean, with a Mac, with an iPhone, you'll be allowed to, well, you'll soon get access to the Take app, everyone at home.
So
you'll be able to analyze your games there.
Who were asking, it's going to take a bit more than 30 minutes, okay, for the game. It will be 20 minutes for each player.
20 minutes for each player.
That's good.
That's new information. Well, we don't know. I mean, one of them could
no increments.
There could be a chat.
Okay.
No increment.
Good.
Oh, wow. Imagine the time scramble.
Oh, a time scramble in blindfold chess.
One of my favorite pieces of content last year was Daniel Naroditsky playing 30-second blind. Well, he had 30-second blindfold against Anna Kramnik.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
And he was like,
that's impressive.
He mated her with like a few seconds.
He pre-moved.
He was pre-moving blindfold.
Like while blind.
Now I need to sit down.
So impressive. She deserves that sit down. She's been working harder than the chess players.
I will use this 30 seconds to sit down.
We're commentating like on the fact that she is excusing that, oh, we're sorry, we're a little bit delayed, and we're like, sorry, we're delayed, to everyone in our chat as well.
I mean, I can also sing, but they asked me not to today.
Sing, please sing.
So next time, for another event.
Yeah, David, you can sing.
Our producers are telling me I should sing. I've been singing a lot of Norwegian songs recently.
Really?
With really bad pronunciation.
Okay, what are your favorites?
Kjartan Lauritzen.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
He's a chess fan, by the way. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah. He gave me free tickets to his gig once because he'd
What's
seen
your name?
some streams.
Oh my gosh.
Marek. Marek would like to share a love story.
Love story?
Related to chess. Wow, we all love
Bring them up
stories,
on stage.
Right?
Yeah, okay, so I would like to share with you that the first word that I said before, I first hooked up, I first kissed my girlfriend was, do you know, a really typical word in chess. For the chess fans, you should know. It means that you are completely lost, and what happens? That when you make a move, the position goes worse. So any thoughts? When you make a move, the position goes worse, and you are going to lose. So, Abel, do you know it?
Yes, it's Zugzwang.
By the way, it's Zugzwang. Zugzwang, that it comes from Deutsch, from German.
Where's this going?
I said in Catalan, however, that is atzucac, because we try to promote Catalan language, and then we suddenly hook up, and we kiss and hook up, promoting a chess event in La Ovella Negra. In La Ovella Negra, that is the most famous, the biggest chess set and chess bar, I know, the biggest bar in Barcelona. I recommend you then to celebrate to go to La Ovella Negra. So come on, let's go and have fun. Yeah, La Ovella Negra.
This is not what I thought we'd be watching or listening to today.
In this case, it's a bar. It's a bar. It's open normally every day. But we promote.
I think he just wanted to boast that he has a girlfriend.
I thought there was going to be some kind of.
Many people came, and we were.
The story's still going on.
To be there.
Maybe it will make sense.
So it was a pity, but love appeared.
Where did Zugzwang come into that?
Yeah, and what did this have to do with like the love story?
Right?
There was something about her being German, wasn't there? Like that made some sense.
Maybe.
Okay, can I ask you for the promo codes for everyone who's here?
Okay.
Can they get the
MC's changed the topic. Come on. Okay, finally.
They're here.
It will be fantastic, but
It's
difficult.
They're here.
All right, thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you.
Oh, Magnus is the last one to
we're
arrive. I'm
ready.
shocked. Here we go, though.
We sit here or we sit there? Actually,
I guess the people making the moves are here.
I would assume, yeah. I mean, I'll play with black. I don't really care either way.
I don't really care, says Hikaru. Sitting down perfectly for the opening that they were discussing in the interview earlier.
Introduce you one more time.
Exactly. I think they've been studying. They've been prepping their openings the last 2 hours.
Ladies and
That's
gentlemen,
why.
now
To their
I will
coaches.
go. I will leave the
Going
stage
through some stuff.
for the pros, all right? Please welcome Hikaru Nakamura, Levi Rødsmoen, and Magnus Carlsen for the blindfold game.
Magnus.
Yeah, Magnus.
Hikaru trolling Magnus for being late. Again.
He's coming. He's gonna start his clock. That's when he shows up.
Yeah, normally it's 2.5 minutes after his clock starts that he shows up, Magnus.
In a 20-minute game, that's quite a lot to sacrifice, but I wouldn't put it past Magnus.
Yeah. I mean, he's done the same in a 3-minute game, just with him.
Sure. On a square?
Shout out to Anna, by the way. Lovely Anna, who's one of the brains behind the Champions Chess Tour. Getting the board signed. But they probably had enough time to sign these boards during the break. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, that's fine.
How much would you pay for a chessboard signed by Hikaru, Magnus, and Levi?
Ooh. I've been. Have you ever participated in the advent of chess calendar?
I have, but I always forget to do it, so I always go back several days, and then I'm not eligible for the prize.
Because last year I did all 24 days, and I was like,
You got all the answers?
yeah.
Oh, wow, good work.
But I spent hours a day, so
Yeah,
I
tough.
couldn't do it this year. But I was like, if I win this board, I'm hanging it up. I feel like, I don't know what I would pay for it, but if I won it in a way, then it would be like my most prized possession.
Nice.
That's my goal.
Adventofchess.com, everyone. Adventofchess.com.
But it's a while until they're getting started again, I think.
It's not a big deal.
Next Christmas.
Some months.
I don't know.
What did Hikaru just say? I don't know, to? If he knew where Magnus is?
He was being asked what the point of the Zugzwang love story was.
Oh! Oh, no. What was this love story?
Which way do you like to turn your knights?
Oh, wow.
Forward, like this?
Yes.
Oh, well.
Which way do you turn your knights?
I always make them
don't
face the
think I do.
same direction.
Yeah, I would say forward.
Forward,
Not
wow.
the way Magnus is doing them, with them looking at each other.
Yeah,
It's weird.
that's what Levi said he did as well. Okay,
There
Magnus.
he is! Everyone!
Finally. Here we go.
Partners who would like to take a picture with you?
Danish. Yeah.
Okay, we've got some security.
Yeah, we got a guy in sunglasses
Security.
securing the perimeter.
Hikaru literally doesn't care which color he is, white or black. He said that.
Yeah.
You're right in chat.
Yes.
The love story left everyone in the Zugzwang. It's like, while we were hearing that story, I was like, is this the weirdest thing that you have ever like had to use your chess commentating skills to handle, David?
No, there's been some weird moments.
First thing we're doing is the
So here we
drawing of
go.
lots, but I don't know what that is, so I will just look.
You take one of these out and we just open it, right?
Yeah.
I assume you just take one.
Take a couple of punts.
To the old one?
Oh no. Shout out
Just
to
one?
Argelin. She's a WIM from Argentina.
They pick one, okay? You pick one.
Everyone's from Argentina here today.
Oh, they're picking colors. They picked up the pawns,
Okay.
which means the board, the
I've been
DGT board
instructed
might
they're
be,
hard to open. So you can
might be hard to get moves from.
do your best.
Oh, go on, Hikaru, you can do it.
Let's twist.
Okay, Magnus has white.
Okay, so I have
Totally
black.
not rigged.
Yeah, whatever, it's fine.
Let's make sure that this is a black one.
Oh no, Hikaru.
Yeah, it's a little.
This one doesn't even.
Go on, Levi, you
so
got
I don't
this.
feel too bad about it, yeah. That's
Oh
fine.
no.
Okay, so I guess Magnus will get white, Hikaru will have black, and the live odds for this game are BetB. What are they? Okay, we don't have live odds for this game. No problem.
Magnus must be the
You will
favorite,
be
Yeah.
making the
Ooh, we got
moves.
the moves.
Ooh.
That's cool.
15 minutes each, it says right now.
I will do.
We've heard a
groundwork.
rumor that it might be
And we
20
put these on
minutes
or not?
per person. So we'll see, but that's what the clocks
It's
show right
15
now.
minutes, 0 bonus time.
Ooh, wow. 15 is quick.
Just like we like it.
It's going to be someone making the moves for them.
I'm going to post to my Instagram now that
it's up to you,
the game is actually starting now.
Finally. Can you tag me? I'll repost.
I will.
I'm so sorry. I always put the mental burden on you.
You should?
No.
Okay.
Let's just hope they actually start now, because if I'm now going to be like, they're starting, and then we wait another 30 minutes, that would be disappointing.
Does it matter which way? Doesn't matter? Okay.
It really doesn't matter.
Oh, sure, yeah.
There's a volume knob up here.
Okay. Yeah, you can just put it here.
If it's too loud, just...
It'll be worth the wait, everyone. Promise. Why don't commentators know anything? We might know more about the chess, maybe. I hope.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do know they are blindfolded. Levy has a microphone, but apparently he's not sitting there making the moves.
It's actually quite funny. They have to do literally everything blindfolded, including find their waters.
That's actually going to be fun. If anybody knocks over their water.
Around and ask people what they think of the game. And
That is impressive. Magnus is drinking water blindfolded. He had to find the bottle,
if I'm here, I block
unscrew.
the views.
Okay.
And they have to hit the clock?
Oh.
Isn't that going to be a bit crazy in the time scramble?
Will it be
like, where is the clock?
Yep.
Okay, shake hands, but do it blindfolded.
Making the moves.
Yay! And we can start the clock.
I've seen some awkward handshakes in my time. That was...
Oh, gosh. That was an awkward handshake.
Here we go.
D5.
Oh, here we go.
It's going to be fast. Okay.
Oh.
We need the moves.
And how is the clock? She has to hit the clock for them. That's also interesting.
C4.
She better be quick.
Any Germans in the audience?
E6.
Reti opening.
Vincent Keimer system.
They'll be calling it the Vincent Keimer system. It's been played for years
with
before.
white, but much worse.
B6.
B6.
Good move. B3.
B3.
Yeah.
Bishop B7.
Yeah. Bishop B7.
Oh, but the time is kind of running while she's trying to figure out the moves. This would be. I would not want to have her job right now. Seems very stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be stressful.
This is going to be stressful
D6,
for her.
D6.
David
I'm
6.
not talking too much because it's the opening. I want them to.
Okay. C takes D5. Rook C1. Other main moves.
Is this a opening they've played against each other before? Do you think?
I haven't seen Magnus play this.
Esteemed fans of my channel will know I have played this position with white and lost multiple times.
Ooh.
But I am not
A
Hikaru.
risky opening for white, maybe.
Or Magnus.
Yeah. Knight B5.
Rook C1.
Oh, Rook C1. A6.
A6.
Stopping Knight B5.
You seem skeptical.
I have been at an event where it was blindfold between Anish Giri and Shreyas Royal, England's youngest grandmaster, and she was also making the moves there.
Yeah.
So
No,
she knows
Bishop's
how these things
castle.
work.
Castle, yeah.
As I say, when they do it, it's fine. When you do it, no good.
It's more that they're saying the move so quickly,
G3.
and you really don't want to make the wrong move.
Knight
I thought
BD7.
Knight G3. Okay, G3. Yeah, it's the hardest job is hers, for
Bishop
sure.
G2.
Knight C5.
Rook E8.
Okay.
E8.
It's looking
Castle.
equal. Standard Reti opening. We wish we could zoom in on the board. We're not in control.
F8.
We're just being sent the images.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to show it on my
Bishop F8, right?
in the old Take app.
Ooh, nice.
So let's see if I can manage that.
I don't
Okay.
understand that move. I can't even explain
Then we
it.
can get the evaluation bar.
He's just showing him how to set the pieces up. That's it. That's. Yeah, protecting the king.
Levy
And
hates that.
according to
Queen
the
to C2.
computer, it's a balanced
C5?
position so far.
Pawn to D4.
Okay, finally some action. Challenging the pawns in the center. Black might get hanging pawns. Magnus is a bit slow. 1 minute down. Here we go. This is better.
This is better.
This is it.
The board needs to be updated. There's no pawn on d4.
D4.
Oh, I hope my phone doesn't go into like a lock screen mode thing.
Maybe it will update.
Got some notifications pop up that you don't want us to see.
No, I've already silenced those.
Or maybe
I'm not a
we
rookie
pause
at this.
because the board is not updating.
Oh, we're not getting moves. D4, A5 has been
because
played.
Magnus moved his d pawn 2 squares and Hikaru moved his a pawn 1 square. Hey, we discussed this earlier. This is a conference on innovation. Can somebody make a better way to broadcast the chess moves, please? We have a lot of smart people here from all over the world, so this is a perfect opportunity.
The moves game.
Yeah, we're fine now. Levy does like calling out tech issues. I've commentated with him and he's focused in on that. He doesn't try to hide them.
Yeah.
Okay, or rook f d1.
FD1?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rook f d1.
Magnus is better right now, according to the evaluation. And they've been playing pretty immediately. Is this the first longer thing?
C8.
Okay. Okay, so you get moves every 3 moves. It's fine. Nobody complain. That makes the commentary funnier.
I can see why Levy got second place in Commentator of the Year 2025.
Ooh.
Actually, you are being treated to a very, very high-level game. This is a very tense position on the queen side. Black expanding. Magnus thinking if the rook is attacking the queen or not. Or...
Queen B1.
Magnus is spending quite a bit of time right now.
They always get this pawn structure against each other.
D takes C5.
Oh. That's a committal move.
It's the only pawn that
Knight
could be
takes
captured.
C5.
Okay, he traded.
Oh, it looks a little bit scary for
Hikaru
Magnus'
had
queen.
4 ways to take that pawn. He chose one of the 4 ways. Riveting commentary. And now if he moves his knight, Magnus' queen is attacked. But he knew that. I'm not helping him.
Yeah, I was going to say. These comments by Levy could be kind of helpful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a pawn on b6. Like you could remember that when you get the information that there were 4 pieces that could take it.
Levy reminding the players where the pieces are. I think they've got it in their minds.
Yeah, of course.
Magnus is a bit slow though. Queen F5.
Also, since they don't know their time, like how are they supposed to know like you have 20 seconds left? Is anybody going to tell them that, or do they just have to feel it?
I think she'll give updates a bit later when they're a bit lower. He's what, 2.5 minutes down almost? He might just, I mean, there's no threat. Like, he could put his knights in the
Knight
center.
to C3.
Or he could block.
I'm not sure I'm helpful. 10 minutes and 40 seconds for Magnus and 13 minutes for Hikaru.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That was good, Levy. Good work.
But we're playing with no increment, no?
No increment.
Yeah.
How do I have 15 minutes?
No. 13 minutes.
13. Oh,
13. No, but now
Everyone's confused.
Yeah. He's asking like the
Yeah.
No,
Focus on the moves,
how much time I
Hikaru.
have. I couldn't have 15
Yeah.
minutes. Okay.
10:40 to 12:40.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Well, that
Magnus
was a
is
lot of
playing
time.
against what we call an IQP, isolated queen's pawn. But
Black
it is
D4.
sufficiently protected for now.
Queen to E7.
Ooh, that was another hint
It
from
is less
Levy.
protected than on the previous move, but it still cannot be captured.
I'm not surprised White is better here. Like, Black's pawn is really weak. White's got a beautiful knight on D4. He should play knight D4, surely, Magnus. What else?
Yeah, and there are so many of the black pieces that are like the bishop on F8, it's a little bit passive. Magnus has like a double fianchetto thing where both of his bishops are
Knight to
pointing towards the
D4.
middle. Yep, he called it.
I'm just surprised it took
Knight
Magnus
F to
30
E4?
seconds. Like,
Yeah.
it's the most natural
Playing
move
kind
in
of
the world.
slow.
Well, he needs to get his queen off that C-file, Magnus. The white queen needs to move at some point.
Yeah.
It's a bit awkward. Tactics in the
Who
air.
do you think wants to trade knights right now?
I think neither side wants to do it on their opponent's terms, so we might see the
Queen to
tension.
E2.
There we go.
Yep.
Queen
he's
to E2.
escaping.
The black bishop could come, the black light squared bishop could come and hit that queen though at some point. Maybe not now, but that queen's not safe. So the bar back to
Pawn
balanced.
to G6.
Finally that F8 bishop can breathe. Ajlan's definitely doing the most difficult job. Everyone's to cut us some slack.
D4 to B5.
Moving those pieces for the players.
And having to press their clocks as well.
Infiltrating with the knight, maybe opening up the diagonal.
And we can hear some music in the background.
Yeah, that can't help.
The hardest part of a chess game. Opening is finished. Now what?
Now what, indeed? Levy with the hot takes. There is a pawn attacked. The d5 pawn for black in the center. It's hit twice, only defended once.
Hikaru maintains his 2-minute lead for now.
Hikaru have to defend it with a rook.
C to D8.
C to E8.
I really wonder what happens if any of them make an illegal move.
Yeah, it feels like we're safe-ish for now, but all the pieces are still on the board, only 2 pawns traded each. I could imagine in like 10 moves time, it gets a bit fuzzy in the brain, right? It's probably easier to play blindfold chess the more exchanges there are, there's fewer things to remember.
Yeah.
I love how she looks at Magnus being like, what are you thinking, mate?
Yeah.
Obviously there's a move. Hurry up. It's not easy. He doesn't really want to take the black knight in the
Magnus
center.
dipping below 9 minutes. Still plenty of time, but we should have a very exciting finish. Yes, that is a horse. Thank you, cursor. That's also a horse. Yes, very good. Yes. I don't know if they're speaking to us from the screen.
They can't hear Levy.
People in the audience might be wondering why neither person is capturing the horse.
Of course.
They both like
Someone in chat calling us morons, but you made a good point.
But at some point, something's going to give.
Oh, and then maybe she's speaking into a microphone that they can hear or something. Because she is kind of confirming the moves with them.
Yes, the more you want to force something, trade some pieces, clarify the position.
Yeah, Levy's right there. Wants to get knights off the
Hikaru's
board.
time advantage is 3 minutes.
8 minutes for Magnus. That's not much.
Actually, the most amount of pressure is on Ajlan, because she has to move the pieces.
Yeah.
So
Agree.
not on me or on them.
Agree.
Yeah, in the beginning when they were making the moves really quickly. Oh my goodness.
I can understand as well for her, like hearing B3 or E3, it's not obvious.
Yeah.
They're mumbling. Chess players mumble. Wait, what?
I would lose with white and with black. I don't like either person's position.
If we're playing Hikaru Magnus,
too
we
much
would all
finesse,
lose.
too much skill.
White or black.
Levy cannot hear
Bishop
David.
to D4.
David's commentary, no.
I love you, Levy.
Bishop to A6.
But you can't hear me. Okay.
Oh, now it's getting a little bit tactical.
This is awkward for Magnus. Like he can grab a pawn, like the B6 pawn is hanging, but
Bishop
the pawn...
takes C5.
Oh, goodness.
All right,
This
so
pin
Magnus
is-
is clarifying things.
very
How will
awkward.
Hikaru take back? Not with the queen.
Queen takes bishop would not be a good move. Don't talk anymore, David. You talk too much. Thanks, chat.
Knight takes C5.
Okay, it's still balanced. Now the pieces are starting to trade off, so the question is, will anybody win a pawn in all of these exchanges? Because Magnus, he can take the pawn on b6, but it looks very risky.
740 for Magnus, 1013 for Hikaru.
Getting mega complicated.
It looks risky because the knight on b5 is in a pin, and it could be threatened by several more pieces, and I'm not sure how Magnus is going to defend it. You could also take a pawn in the middle of the board. But that also looks risky.
Everything feels risky.
Difficult decision for him right now, and he only has 7 minutes left.
He's going to take something. He's going to take probably that pawn. It's just whether he trades off knights first. Magnus, you need to speed up. Blindfolds make no sense, apparently, but that's the whole point.
Yeah. I like that they were sitting at the board, because I feel like when they have their backs turned to the board, it doesn't really look like a chess game.
Magnus
Now
at
I like the visual.
640 now, so it's 3.5 minutes up for black, but
Is Magnus getting
we may
stressed?
see some trades in a pretty straightforward position soon.
Wait,
We will
so
see.
that means that Magnus doesn't know how much time he has left.
If he can't hear Levy, he doesn't know the time. Yeah.
Oh.
Knight takes c5.
Okay, there we go.
All right, now we see a trade. Hikaru will take back
He's going to take the pawn in the center. Otherwise, Magnus is just worse. If he allows d4, the black pawn, to advance in the center, it's going to be too many pins against his queen, against his knight. He needs to take that in the center. Rook takes d5, bishop takes d5. Something. There's going to be so many tactics though, Maud.
6 minutes for Magnus.
And Magnus doesn't know that he has 6 minutes left.
Wow, I'm impressed by Hikaru, like the speed.
Yeah.
Sacrificing. He's got the bishop pair. And he's got
That would be an interesting chess variant if there was like you're playing, but you can never see how much time you have on your clock.
That's true.
It becomes kind of like you have to start gambling a little bit with how much time you have left and how much time you can spend and how much time do you feel that you've spent.
I think a lot of chess players have like an internal clock they sense, but yeah, there are some who are reckless with their clock handling, so that would be
Bishop takes
a lot of
d5.
fun.
Oh, Magnus grabbing a pawn.
And he's gone for it. He grabs a pawn.
Okay. I think Levy's struggling just as much as me to calculate. This is complicated.
Explosion on the board, but chess is very deceiving. It looks like everything is fine and good, and you take a pawn. But Hikaru's looking at some wicked stuff right now.
Yeah.
What is Hikaru looking at?
I think he's looking at bishop takes knight, bishop takes b5. The white queen will get deflected.
The bishops on both sides staring menacingly down the diagonals, the queen and the two rooks.
And then after bishop takes b5, queen takes b5, the black dark square bishop can take a pawn on e3, sacrifice.
Oh.
And there are some tactics there.
This looks like a Black Mirror episode. Just saying moves, you know.
Levy's right.
That was very poorly timed. I had my eyes closed and I was blindfolded.
This is complicated. Like, this is pure calculation.
Who's winning?
Are you asking me?
I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Who's winning?
White.
White. Bishop takes b5.
Okay, he's going
Queen
for
takes
it.
b5.
But now
Okay.
he has to take on
Bishop
e3.
takes e3.
Here we go.
Come on, Hikaru, great tactic.
And it's
he
still balanced.
sacrificed the bishop. Not a rook, unfortunately.
He's going to sacrifice the rook, Levy. Watch out.
Yet.
It's going to happen.
Is it going to become a
It's not
perpetual check?
checkers. You don't have to take the bishop.
F takes e3.
Never mind, it is checkers.
It's coming. I'm going to be silent for Levy to talk about sacrificing the rook soon.
Does the order matter?
Ooh. Does the order matter, Hikaru said. Queen takes pawn check first, or rook takes bishop first?
Rook takes d5.
He did the thing!
Rook takes d5.
He did the thing!
Queen takes e3.
The rook! Yeah. Hikaru's down a rook. Oh my gosh, what has he done?
Queen e4. Queen e4.
Queen e4.
King f2.
Queen e3.
Oh.
Queen e3.
King g2.
Queen e4.
King h3, Magnus, go on.
Come on, Magnus.
Play on, no
Might
draw.
have a draw.
King h3.
Yay!
Oh, he runs with the king.
Still a draw.
Another check.
No way to escape. King h4.
King g2. Oh my god, what am I doing?
You nearly said king g2.
Queen e4.
No. I'll play g4.
Magnus nearly blundered king g2. The white rook on d5 would have fallen with check.
Oh.
King g2.
Neither rook is being captured.
Queen e4 check.
Oh my goodness.
Magnus
King
is actually in
G3.
trouble. He doesn't realize that.
Queen e3 check.
Rook e4. Rook e4 is
King g2.
very good for black.
Queen e4.
Yeah, but Hikaru's
Not
so...
rigged, not scripted.
Queen e3.
He's interested in getting the draw, it seems.
Just about.
Yes.
Oh, draw. 3-move repetition.
Oh, Magnus was so lucky there.
No, but you can also go king h4, right? King h4, queen e7, rook g5, I thought.
This is going to end up in the on the TikTok pages of people who shipped Magnus and Hikaru together. And
The
h6,
bromance.
Queen c5. I mean, it's still a I have queen h2 is hanging. No, I've got queen.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
it's too much. Yeah, it's too much.
But
we want more rematch.
I mean, I thought from afar that I had Rookie 1.
Oh, but Bishop F2, yeah.
But Bishop F2 and then this and Rook D2.
Oh, actually, wait. Yeah, right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Bishop F2, Queen F6, and Rook D2 is just, yeah, it's very concrete.
It was very concrete, yeah.
Magnus, did you spend a lot of time before taking on D5 because you wanted to keep the game going? You kind of saw this.
Yeah, it was very interesting because it all of a sudden just exploded with tactics.
Yeah.
I mean, even this was an option here, right?
Yeah, Knight B6 a move. I assumed there was a tactic for me, but it was.
But I thought like even 96
also,
should be all right.
Yeah.
Like it looks off.
Yeah.
But then maybe this was no. But then you can take on D1 first.
Yeah, if you play the other order.
So that doesn't really work. But yeah, this is just. Oh, but.
Magnus dropping pieces. Haven't seen that one before.
Yeah,
but I assumed again
this is new go-to thing.
D4, this takes D3, like looks terrible.
Yeah.
See, this is how it used to be. Now you just click game review. And the little coach says, you did great, but you threw away the game in the end game.
No, I mean, it was very, I guess, very balanced from the start, kind of a typical position, and then all of a sudden it just exploded with tactics, which made it very interesting.
I mean, I can also maybe take with the knight here also. You took, I can. Did you take first or no? You took, oh no, you took on C5 first. No, yeah.
Yeah, once here you have to go. I mean, this is maybe not terrible, but.
It's fun that they're analyzing it so.
Yeah, I don't see why this should make a difference.
I don't think they want a rematch. They just want to analyze this for the next hour.
D4, no, that's not good.
We will show some of this later.
I guess it's just
very concrete. Yeah, it's just equal.
Yeah.
We will analyze.
Bishop where?
Yeah, but I mean,
it's the knights, the bishops. I mean, black's better.
Here maybe.
Yeah, here maybe there's bishop d6, but
like even takes knight c5 shouldn't be.
Yeah, now the.
It's an interesting move though.
It's a move. Yeah.
But it felt.
Yeah, in a blindfold game, very hard because if you one wrong move, you're just going to lose the game.
Yeah.
It's very complicated.
That was the rules they were playing with.
It's not very special.
Yeah.
It's just
if you had to estimate your elo blindfolded, if you had to play classical, what do you play?
That's interesting. I think in the past, people have estimated that you lose like 50 to 100 rating points.
It was very obvious you lost it, by the way. Like very.
So, in classical, I think in Rapid and Blitz is probably a little bit more because it's harder to visualize with little time, but 99% of the moves are going to be the same, I would say.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, it's like probably 50 to 100, but yeah, Rapid and Blitz, you could see a big gap in certain moments for sure.
This used to be a thing, right? There were Rapid blindfold tournaments?
Yeah, for some reason I wasn't... There was one year when we played in Monaco, we used to play these tournaments where you played the same person twice each day. First in blindfold and then in Rapid. And one year I scored 9.5 out of 11 in Rapid and 4.5 out of 11 in blindfold against the same players. So there can be... and then there was another year where I scored a huge plus score in blindfold and minus score in Rapid. So it's hard to say, but yeah, that was fun. But it's also exhausting. Like it's a lot harder. Takes a lot more focus than playing sided, for sure.
I don't know about you, Hikaru. I know you did a very famous blindfold simul. You played 10 people at the same time. That was your maximum, right? 10 games blindfolded at the same time.
I think I've done 12 or 13 another time, but that was against somewhat weaker players. I know that the world record is something absolutely outrageous.
16, 56 or something.
Yeah.
48.
Which I guess if you can sort of compartmentalized in your brain, it's manageable. But yeah, that's a bit difficult for me.
Have you done blindfold?
Yeah. I mean, I did 15 once, but again, it's against a weak opposition. It's weak opposition. I mean, I think already if we played like even 2400, probably not more than 4 games, where we're actually going to just start losing games, I think.
There was one time where I even played a 3-game blindfold simul, and I had some Chinese food the same day that didn't sit very well, so I had to restart the simul after 15 minutes because I couldn't remember anything.
Yeah, no, it can be very, very brutal. Guys, thank you. Thank you. Can we get a round of applause for the blindfold exhibition? I think after this, we're going to play some casual games. We have some stuff to sign. I will take the players with me off the stage, and we will be back for the final segment.
Yeah, and they have Title Tuesday to play as well.
Really, like, it just became
so,
fun.
I know. It was almost like it was scripted.
Yeah.
Let's hope it wasn't.
So that was the blindfold game between Magnus and Hikaru. It ended in a draw. It ended in a draw in a position where Hikaru was better.
Yeah.
So that was yeah. Let's look at this game.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna try and share my screen. Here we go. It's possible. And just to show what they were discussing in this position, it was already a bit wild. Magnus said, "Oh, it could have been interesting to play knight takes b6." That was actually the top computer move. And then, I mean, there's pins on this. Whoops, pins on this diagonal. Right, I'm going to use a mouse. I'm not used to a Mac. There's pin on this diagonal, on the E file as well. So apparently, according to the computer, I saw this earlier. I'm trying to analyze now with it off, but D4 would have been asking some serious questions of white. So I think Magnus got a bit scared due to all the pressure along these lines, especially in blindfold.
Yeah.
I guess this is difficult mode.
This would be difficult even when we're looking at it right now, and then just having it in your mind and remembering where all the pieces are and trying to not mess up on a stage in front of people.
Yeah.
It's probably a lot worse.
Exactly. I think Magnus just wanted to avoid any embarrassment of forgetting where the pieces were. And
yeah.
I mean, here, even with like looking at the board now, even with my eyes, I still don't know what's going on. But okay, Magnus went for something a bit simpler, I would say. He took the knights off the board, took on d5, so Magnus is a pawn up. Hikaru had calculated all of this from afar. Otherwise, he's just a pawn down and going to lose.
Yeah.
I think quite an easy grind, especially here. If Hikaru hadn't worked out bishop takes e3, he's just a pawn down and more to come. So this is very impressive from Hikaru and brilliant move.
Oh, wow.
Not just one, but after the bishop is taken, we see another brilliant move. We'll show that in a second. Magnus, and when they were analyzing, mentioned rook to e1. And then the players were discussing, oh, of course, bishop takes f2, as if this is obvious, blindfolded, with a check. Now the black queen is hit, so she needs to get out of the way. And this is where, after bishop f3, there is rook to d2, which they both mentioned. And the king is driven away, and then the bishop will drop, probably after a rook exchange, like king here. Probably rook takes, and black will win this due to some mating threats. I don't think white has enough checks. But the real brilliancy came after the bishop was captured, and now Hikaru took the bishop, and Magnus took back. Just to show the closing moments, probably Magnus here should just be going back with his king with a draw, and black has to keep checking. For example, black can't take the white rook back because the rook on e8 is hanging.
Oh.
So here Hikaru would have been forced after king f2, for example, checks to take a draw. But Magnus wanted to show off, he wanted to keep the game going, king h3, which is actually a big mistake. And now after check, Magnus nearly lost. He said king g.
Yeah.
And then he's like, wait, what am I doing? Because after king g2, he loses the rook with a check. No time to take the black rook.
Touch move in blindfold chess.
Should have, yeah, that would have been dramatic if Hikaru was like, nope, you said king.
Yeah.
You said king.
Yeah.
But Magnus changed his mind. King h4 apparently is totally fine. And Hikaru mentioned that as well. He's like, why didn't you bring your king forward and block with the rook? But, I mean, this is just too scary, I think. With the black rook coming, h6 will come as well. Instead, Magnus played g4, question mark. And after a check, they agreed to a draw. But Maud, in this position, if Hikaru hadn't gone for the threefold repetition, he had a really strong move. And I don't think I would find it even with eyes on the board.
No, I'm looking at this, and I think I would do the same if I was playing the game sitting across from the world champion. Mm-hmm. I think I would just go for the perpetual check. Because like you said, the queen has to be protecting the rook.
Yes.
We don't want to lose our own rook, so we can't take the other one.
Mm-hmm. No time to take this.
I guess we have to either...
I've put you on the spot here, I'm so sorry.
No.
This is so difficult.
It's fun to think that this is what they were thinking about.
Guess the move at home, chat.
Yeah, let's leave it up to the chat.
How could Hikaru have got an advantage in the final position?
Somebody's suggesting the pawn to h5. I feel like it's probably that kind of theme of just like doing something crazy that you would never suspect, but maybe not. Oh. That move looks too...
It's a bit slow.
Too slow.
Maybe then the white rook would save itself, protect its king somewhere.
I'm trying to think, what can we do with like an extra move? Can we move the rook closer to the king? Mm-hmm. Threaten the pawn on g4, maybe?
You got it, Maud. I think just before the chat as well. Just before the chat. Our chatters, rook to e4. This would have given black a big advantage, or at least a decisive, well, I think in practical terms, a decisive one. In blindfold, Magnus would have freaked out here and panicked for sure.
Yeah.
Rook takes g4 is a winning threat with the checkmating attack on the king. And now that the black rook is safe, this white rook is hanging. And there's only one way to keep the game going here. I'll ask chat as well. What do you think? How can white survive? The only way Magnus could have avoided losing on the spot. This would have been mental. And I would never, this is me with an engine on earlier. I would never find this, especially blindfolded.
Rook e4, people are still talking about that.
Yep.
Sack the queen.
Yeah, white would have needed to sack the queen.
Oh.
This is wild. Magnus would have needed to play queen c4. I've just given it away. Sorry, I know people are still guessing, but queen c4, the only move to keep the game going.
Wow.
Protecting g4, protecting c1, and apparently this position black is better because black can start grabbing pawns. But anything other than queen to c4 would have lost. Like if white tries to save the rook c4, for example, there's a queen check. No matter where the king goes, there's going to be a checkmating attack now. Like this is a very typical checkmate, and
I think scary.
If Hikaru found rook e4 here, Magnus would have freaked out and lost. But yeah.
And Magnus was low on time as well.
Exactly, under 5 minutes.
Wow.
It did look scripted almost, apart from the fact that Magnus played some dodgy moves. And Hikaru, I think, was the happier of the two to take the draw. Wow. Fun game.
Yeah, it was a very fun game. And it was interesting that there was so much calculation involved, because I feel like that's what really puts you to the test when you're playing blindfold chess, to kind of keep control. And it was a really open board, so there wasn't like an easy pawn structure that you could easily memorize. Mm-hmm. There was just chaos everywhere and so much stuff that had to be calculated. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm really gutted that Levy didn't shout about sacrificing the rook. I'm really gutted with rook takes d5, the brilliant move. But in the meantime, just to show this final thing. Also, one last question before we move on. I did see after rook to e4, a lot of people were asking why not queen f1. Queen f1 here wouldn't have saved the day because rook takes g4 check. The king has to drop back, only legal move. And then queen e4 check would have forced mate. So fun game. But Maud, we move on.
We move on, and the day is far from over because we are going to be watching Title Tuesday, which is going to start in almost exactly 2 hours, a little bit before that. And let's hope that both Magnus and Hikaru have time to get to their computers for that as well, because they really need points, especially Hikaru has not gotten a lot of points in Split 2. Mm-hmm. So we will be showing that here. But before we leave, we will once again remind you of innovation in chess, which they did discuss. Track your progress, just like Magnus does, and get access first to the app that we have been showing you with this QR code that you can scan right now. And then we will be back for Title Tuesday later today.
Exactly. You can be one of the first. You can watch Magnus, Hikaru, Levy. You can watch them all live. You can interact with them personally on this app. So yeah, go join the waitlist. And we're going to take a break. as our chat points out before Tidal Tuesday. Hopefully you'll see us there. Hopefully you'll join for more action with the best players in the world.
Bye.